Welcome back to another episode of the Commoners of D&D. AJ, you got any news from Tiger Skull RPG?
Nothing.
This episode and every episode brought to you by Tiger Skull RPG.
Tiger Skull!
Yeah.
I don't think any specific news, but as always, you can use our code Commoners30 to get 30% off everything in the store at TigerSkullRPG.com. Go check it out. Super awesome stuff. At least go get a t-shirt or a hoodie or something. Support the brand.
Build the brand.
Yeah, thank you, Tiger Skull RPG.
We appreciate it, Alex.
Follow them on Instagram. Go check out everything they got to offer. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook at The Commoners Official. Follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/CommonersofDND. Streams Mondays and Fridays at 7 o'clock, hopefully.
Yes. Who's doing the recap? Because we didn't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I did it last time.
Let's go, Tyrell. You got it.
The most happened for him.
The most happened for you.
The absolute most.
I'll do it. We finally went to battle with Grelka, the lady who was in charge of the Tecaquitha orphanage. She transformed, and all of the people who worked with her transformed into various vampire creatures. Everyone attacked. We nearly lost Rask. We unfortunately did lose Corvus. But meanwhile, Thrin was able to escape the clutches of Freya Bathory and made his way to the nest. And the group carried Corvus's body back to the Tecaquitha orphanage. They laid the boys down to sleep. And I believe there's a few people who wanted to do some stuff before we went into the long rest. So that is where we are going to find ourselves now.
Quick recap of where we all are. I know I was staying at the secret door.
Yeah, me and you were camped out beside
You
the secret
stayed
door.
there as well. I think there was somebody else.
Rask and Gillard both went upstairs for a while.
I think Urus is with us.
to go watch the entrance with Vistrid.
Okay, the Urus is with me and Buck also.
Okay. Sounds good.
And Corvus is dead somewhere. I don't know. Where is Corvus?
I think we left his body in like the office area.
Okay, so he's with us.
There was
too.
multiple offices. Y'all could have easily put him close by.
We'll just say he's in the room with us. There was no sense of carrying him through there. Okay.
So, while we're watching the entrance, just sitting there taking in everything that had literally just happened 3 weeks ago. Gillard's just sitting there thinking about things, and Vistrid, why'd you join the Inkling?
It's kind of simple, actually. You know, a lot of my kind, you know, us dwarves, a lot of us kind of feel uneasy out in the open. That's why, you know, a lot of our cities are underground or, you know, inside mountains or, but like, I like getting out. I like being out in the forests and the trees, and frankly, there's just not a whole lot of jobs there that got me outside. So I just became a scout for the Inkling.
So nothing to do with the Empire or anything like that?
No, you know, really, us dwarves are pretty sheltered from it. You know, it didn't really impact most of us that much.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about dwarven life myself. I mean, I know dwarves, obviously you and Urs, and I think there are others, you know, that I've worked with. Definitely had to train some in my time at the academy. I don't know. I guess just somewhat just happened. I just didn't really know what really brought you here, and I guess, you know, never really took time to ask you. Yeah, I just wondered what grounded you to make like all the all the things that we have to see just like okay for you?
Well, really, it's again, I like getting out. I like
Well, we're in the city
As-
now. You're more here because of your reason for joining than being out in the world.
as horrible as some of the things that we've seen, it's still an adventure. And I know this sounds horrible, but I would still rather be here doing this than living under the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was behind walls for a long time. Being trapped in one place, it definitely has an effect on people.
Yeah, and I don't have any family left behind, so I would still rather be here doing this with all of you than just living under the mountain, hidden away.
Yeah. Is there like a dwarf colony or something you come from? I don't know. Like I said, no, never like saw like a group of all dwarves anywhere or anything like that. It's kind of like, is it in the mountain range or something? I don't know.
There were lots of dwarves there, right?
I don't know.
No, dwarves kind of just ingratiated themselves into all the different communities. There's not really a dwarven kingdom anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got some lore wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just. Yeah, I know why I'm here. I know why I'm doing this, and I don't know. I guess I just didn't really. Things happen so fast. When you joined and it was the mission, I feel like I've been staring the mission down so long in my life that I haven't actually taken the time to really see what's going on around me. I think anytime I have done that, it's always given me so many regrets in the future.
Well, I know you were undercover in the academy for a really long time.
Oh yeah, almost
What-
10 years.
What brought you to the Inkling before that?
Well, Skiller kind of looks around just to make sure that there's not any other people around. Make a check. Okay, cool. One D&D, that's gonna make a difference. Because if I roll a nat 20, something has to happen, Seth. Anyway, sorry. Back to the camera. Well, I don't know. My past is kind of a strained experience for me. I don't really remember anything before 10, 15 years ago. Well, not 10, but about 12, 15 years ago. I found myself in a really bad place. I was on the brink of dying, and I don't have any memory before that. I don't really know what I did that got me in that situation. I don't know, like, what my my teenage years or young 20s. I don't know. But I was trying to repay a debt to someone who passed away that helped me, and some stuff happened in a small town, and I thought I was helping the right side. I was helping the good guys, is what I thought, what I told myself, and kind of found myself looking around after I fought beside these people. I killed the invading force, the I don't remember what they called, terrorists. I helped run them back. Insurgents, yeah. I helped run them off. They were trying to take over the town, and I protected this town, and found myself seeing the town being oppressed by the very, very black cloaks that were defending it. I had received high praise from their major that was there defending it, and found that everything that I'd done to try to like even the scales from the person that helped me, I had messed up. I put these people back in danger. From what I could gather, the insurrectionists were basically liberators. So I just kept finding myself running from wrong thing to wrong thing. So I eventually tracked them down, and I turned out to be Dalinar and his people. They, as far as I know, don't know that I fought against them, but I told them that I was looking for a worthy cause to right the wrongs in the world, and they brought me to Dalinar because, honestly, at this point, I didn't even trust myself, much less anyone else in the world. How would I know that this man was going to make the world a better place and the Black Cloaks were already destroying it? I was just in a really, period of doubt. So, I don't know. I talked to him, I guess, because it was, I don't know. I don't really know why he chose to see me, because I think he was a big deal even then. But he did, and I liked what he had to say. And as was a time in my life where the only decisions I'd made to hurt people so much that I felt like this is somebody that I can follow, and I don't have to worry about my decisions hurting people because his decisions are the right decision. We got into Quincy and Buck and them and me and everybody, all of it, Rask was involved. We all got angry with each other. It's because the mission is one given to me by somebody that I respect. And I don't know, I think you're actually the first person I've ever actually told. I actually killed Inkling members in that fight. I killed a lot of them. Like the Major, he was my way in. It was why I took what the Inkling considered to be a suicide mission, because I knew I had a way in, and I knew that because that Major ended up going to the academy afterwards. That was one of the last things one of the last things he had told me before he left that town, was that if I ever wanted to join the Black Cloaks officially, because I was basically a militia member. That's the way they observed my inclusion. They allowed me to help because they saw I was killing the bad guys, the Inkling members. So I guess I just, the weight of that weighed on me. I was just too afraid to admit it to Dalinar or to the other members, because I could have killed their friends, their family members. And when that mission came up, it was the only right choice. I accepted the mission. I got I got whatever they could give me, and I left without ever talking to Dalinar. Like that, when I met you, I think that was the first time I'd seen Dalinar since, he didn't even know I took the mission, as far as I know. I took it, left that night, and I was gone. That was just, so yeah, it was rough. And I'm just trying to make the world a better place. And if that means following the orders of someone that I can feel I can trust over myself, I'll take it. So it's just, I saving these kids was a big deal, and now we still have to find all the girls.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we have a war to fight. What are we going to do with these 23 kids that we're now responsible for?
I think that's something we need to discuss with the group. Just kind of get it as consensus. I don't like the circle because they don't feel trustworthy. But I don't know. This whole town hasn't been trustworthy. So it seems like at every turn we just run into more problems. So yeah, I feel like that's something we're gonna have to really actually sit down and talk and think about with the rest of the guys, because I don't have a solution. I'm just thankful we were able to liberate the boys, and now it's all hands on deck for saving the girls.
Yeah, I don't see an easy way out.
No, this is not. It's not getting easier.
Every path is just further in, deeper.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you talking to me, because things just move so fast. It was just like you joined, and then all help. You joined, and we went and fought Hornbeam, right?
Yeah,
we went and fought.
That was my first mission with y'all.
So yeah, I apologize. I should have asked you this sooner as a fellow Inkling member. I don't even think I've talked about Rask about why he joined this group of guys. They it may feel like it's been 3 years. Life moves fast. But I appreciate it. Let's just hope no one comes to this door tonight.
If they do, they'll regret it.
will you help me take this armor off? It takes 10 minutes.
That whole talk, that's what it was for. I want to be really nice to you, so you'll help me take my armor off.
Boy, if they come in and I'm naked, I'm going to get them.
Do you help him take his armor off?
No, I'll make him take it off himself.
He watches.
As you watch him struggle to like get some of the buckles that are hard to
Off the
reach,
armor.
you just kind of think for a little bit like that conversation was kind of one-sided. It, you know, he started off asking you questions, but it feels like he needed to get some stuff off his chest. Is the way you kind of take that whole situation.
Needed to get that armor off his chest.
He finally does, after 10 minutes of struggling and cursing under his breath. Are you two sharing watch?
Yeah. I'll because
What time is
I'll
it?
share watch. We'll I don't remember. It was night. It was late. But
Yeah, everyone was gonna go to sleep.
as long
It's like
as
3 in the
it is
morning, I
night.
think, or something.
Huh?
It's like 2 or 3 in the morning, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay.
just I'll go with minimal rest because this is one of the only 2 entrances in the entire place. So I'll go with minimal rest, just enough to be not exhausted. But
Are you
to
resting first, or are you gonna watch first?
Since can I put my armor back on and finish watch? That way, if someone attacks, if I can make it where in case something attacks, I'm armored. That would be cool. But I'll let you decide. Because
I've got the stairs down sealed with stone
Oh,
walls.
that's right. So yeah, this is realistically the only
So
way.
this is, unless they try to break through stone.
I mean, if
Which that's what they're.
if the 3 guys up there don't hear them tearing through a stone wall, God help us all. You know, Tira help us all.
You don't even believe in her. No, I'm just kidding.
So you're going to sleep?
Yeah, I'll do I just want enough rest to not be exhausted, but maximize time awake.
That's fine. You don't have to completely sleep the 8 hours. You just have to not be doing anything strenuous. The 3 of you are in a room. Do y'all have anything y'all want to discuss? Are y'all taking turns resting? Just keeping watch? What are y'all doing?
I'd say that'd be the deal. But, go ahead.
So, guys, I think tomorrow we need to spend some time preparing for what's coming. I would like to swing back by Helga's and use our forge again. I think I could make some improvements to everyone's gear.
I don't know what the events of tomorrow are going to be. I don't feel like we can stay here.
No.
And how are we going to transport these kids across town? I mean, that's the first thing. I mean, we can't do anything until we find a safe place to leave them, which...
This is not it.
Could we
No.
take them to the nest?
No, they
mean,
don't have the
2
resources.
dozen... What is it?
23 boys.
There's not...
They
there's
don't
not
have the
room.
resources. They don't have the coin. No one. There isn't anything in this city that's not a public institution that has the resources to feed and clothe and to house 23 boys.
I think there's only one thing we can do.
Leave them with the circle?
If we can get in contact with them, I don't know.
We're going to have to tell them about Corvus.
Yeah, if we can get in contact. I mean, we know where
We know where
we know where we dropped Dewberry, so if there's someone there, maybe they would have an idea. I mean, we saved these children from being eaten.
Essentially.
We've given them some type of future. We don't have the resources, we don't have the time, we don't have the connections.
We lost one very, very fragile connection to any part of any sort of resistance around here.
Well, it was just us when we came here. Nothing's changed.
There's going to be someone nosing around this orphanage in the next 48 hours at least.
I would say 24. I mean,
I don't know if someone was expecting to see those kids.
if
there
there
was-
are more creatures like the ones that we fought, you know that if they're not active in the daytime, or if they are active in the daytime, they're going to be going underground.
that is true.
And if they go there, they're going to find evidence that we were there.
But we don't know if that was the final destination for those kids. Were they meeting someone? Were they traveling through that temple? There was other ways out of that area.
They had to have, because, I mean, why would they take the girls? We
don't
would
even know
have. We
if
would have noticed the girls leaving in.
Did the boys say that the girls had been with them? Were they there?
They don't remember. They don't remember even.
They
traveling.
lined up.
They were headed to bed.
No, dinner. The food was on the
And the girls were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were watching the orphanage, right? We had eyes
This
on
happened
it.
the night of the Dewberry fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, we
okay.
weren't there.
Yeah, a lot of time didn't pass between Dewberry and
I would be willing to bet that the girls at some point had been in where we fought them.
I mean, there were more than one ways to get out of there.
I'm betting those boys had a destination that was further than right there, and we stopped it. And when they don't show up and there's no communication from Grelka, they're coming straight through that tunnel, tracing back to here.
I mean, they could act tonight. Those boys could have had a destination that was within 2 hours.
Yeah, we need to disappear from this orphanage and leave no trace behind.
I hate it. I hate everything about this. I don't know the circle, and I vehemently detest them with the possibility of them turning children into soldiers, because essentially that's what they're going to become.
Yeah.
I mean, if Corvus is any indication, and we're just giving them, I mean, the boys are going to have to go with all these orphan boys that we just picked up too. If we are sending this group somewhere that we think is safe, then the boys need to go with them.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart.
We don't know what the circle's about.
No. I want to know these people. I want to know that they're doing the right thing.
Sometimes in war, there is no right choice. We just have to do what we can with what we have.
There's a lesser of two evils, Buck.
But that's the thing. I'm so worried that this is not a lesser evil.
There's always a chance.
I think we need.
I mean, we can take him to Corvus's house and stash him there, but
There's not enough room.
Not to mention there's enough room for a day to just sit around
25
while we go
boys
talk
there.
to the circle or something.
But I mean, you're right. That's enough for a temporary time, but
we can't get them across town.
These young boys, they're going to get stir crazy. They're going to try to go off.
Yeah, they would leave immediately, probably.
I figure the only reason that Grelka was able to keep her hand on him so much is the discipline, the fear that she instilled, and quite possibly whatever it was that they were talking about when they lined up for dinner and forgot everything from then to where we picked them up.
Which is possibly the same type of thing happening to Thren right now.
I hope he's okay. We'll get him out of there.
We have to.
I haven't heard from him
What
in
if that tunnel leads
a couple days.
right under the castle?
There's a chance of that, and we could use it as a point of access.
Yeah, didn't you mention in that session before that it seemed like the tunnel was going
Y'all
towards?
made that assumption. Y'all have no clue if that's right or not.
There was another door out at the
Y'all
top
did
of
not
those
go
stairs.
looking up high enough. You don't know.
I thought I went to the top of the stairs.
The top of the stairs was a big dais area, and like
down the way, and it curved up so you can't see where it goes, and you wouldn't go any further
And we
down.
also knew that the other two
there was another long
creatures,
pathway after that.
the other two creatures came out from somewhere. They came from somewhere. We don't know where, if they were already in the room,
Okay.
but we know they came from somewhere.
There was probably other ways out of there. I thought I.
There was at least one hallway back there.
Okay.
You might have seen the hallway. You didn't go very far down it. if you
Okay.
went.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to go down it. I just I was thinking I had seen a way through.
But we are already 2 men down, Corvus and Thrin, and that down there was horrifying.
Yeah, what are we doing here, guys?
We're
putting an end to this.
not ready.
Corvus, that could have easily been one of us. It almost was.
That was very nearly Thrin.
You mean Rask?
I mean Rask. Thrin. I got Thrin on the brain. Sorry, guys.
That could have been any one of us.
Thank Tira it wasn't. Thank Tira it wasn't more.
Thank God it was Corvus.
It was just Corvus.
That's how we would feel.
I mean, at least it wasn't more.
Corvus might have a really good idea right now.
Huh?
Corvus might have a really good idea right now if he had made it.
Oh, I thought you were saying he might have a good idea being dead and all. Getting himself killed sounds like a really good idea.
Maybe he can ask Tira himself. Oh, that's right. She doesn't want him there.
Jeez.
I mean, I think a couple of us, as early as possible, try to make contact with the Circle.
Yeah.
Just to at least let them know what's going on. And
If it's all right, I mean, I think we all have the same suspicions. You know, it's just some in the group are more willing to forego those suspicions because we are out of options. But what I'm getting at is, who do we send to go there?
to the Circle?
Yeah. It can't be all of us, right?
Right.
That would be
Right.
overwhelming. And
Not Rask. He can stay with the kids.
yeah, Rask.
I mean, maybe just Rask stay here. I mean, he can handle it. He entertains them.
Kyle's not here, by the way.
That's a good cover.
Kyle will protect this whole fortress.
I wouldn't want to.
Bare hands.
I wouldn't really want to go without Gillard. He's an imposing figure.
Absolutely.
Dustin is also not here.
in mind. In body, he's here.
Maybe. What if we just went now?
Me and you. And
I don't think that's a good idea tonight. Let's try and get some rest first.
I mean, I'm not hurt.
I could go up, you know. I might limp a little bit, but
We've had a short rest.
short rest. Since then? Since the fight?
Yeah.
Probably hour. Probably not yet. It wouldn't take much longer.
Let me patch up a little bit and
Why don't I just go? Why don't I could go ask Gillard and Vistrid if they think that would be a bad idea. Like, we're gonna have to split up in some way anyway to leave somebody here with the kids. We might as well do it at night when
now might be the best time.
when the kids are sleeping. You know?
You're right. And I think we ought to take Corvus.
Yeah, we can take Corvus.
I mean,
I
just
don't know. I
to
think
show
Vistrid
them-
had an idea to bury him, but
I don't know if that's a great idea either.
We really shouldn't be carrying a dead body around in the street.
Especially one that's ripped in half.
Well, he's bundled. We've bundled him.
I mean, there wouldn't be many people out in this.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly. If we're going to take him somewhere.
How far is it to the upper limits where we know that safe house is?
Was that safe house in the upper limits?
Yeah. It
Okay.
was on the edge, I think.
It was close to. Yeah, it was not too far from.
I don't feel like that's that far from
Dewberry's
here,
house.
is it?
I don't remember which direction y'all went when.
I want to say
y'all
it
fought
took
that.
Buck like an hour almost to get there from the nest. Wait, were you at the nest?
No, he was at
No, he was
Corvus's
at-
house.
Yeah, it
which
took you
was
like-
which was not near. That is not in the upper limits though.
No, that's as far from the upper limits as you can get, I thought.
Kind of.
It's like our furthest area.
It might. You might be just as far from the upper limits here as you are.
So we're
from,
east or west rather
Where the
than.
Tanner and stuff and all that stuff was about the furthest away in like the corner
No,
of the city.
I
That's
thought you
further
were at
past the.
Corvus's house with the kids because you left.
Corvus' house not in the upper limits.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it's in like
No, it's in the
It's
courtyard
near-
of the churches.
it's in like Commonville.
Yeah.
What's in the? Okay, I must have missed something. What's in the upper limits then?
That's where Dewberry's mansion was.
That's where the bourgeoisie hang out.
So we're probably an hour from there then?
Probably.
So we're looking at a minimum of 2 hours. Minimum. I mean, well, we're gonna have to talk to him. So 2.5 hours before.
Let's go talk to Gillard before he gets to sleep and talk to Vistra.
Okay.
I don't think there's any need in guarding this door anyway.
Well, I think it's worth keeping an ear out.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go
Boris,
up
would you
there.
mind staying here while we go and?
I'll keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
We're going to talk to Gillard and Vistra.
Yep, it's just a couple of turns in the hallway.
They're still struggling with his arm.
And now at this point, he's kind of sat down and is almost nodding off.
Gillard! Are you awake?
Yes, no.
Hey, Vistra, is Vistra awake? Vistra?
Yeah, I had watch.
So we have maybe what could be possibly a crazy idea. I don't know, but we feel like we need to make contact with the circle, and we thought maybe now would be better than later. We can slip up there while the boys are all asleep, and we don't have to, try to leave anybody behind here to watch them while they're running around crazy. And
It's not that I'm against the idea. I'm just against the idea of splitting us all up when we've just done all of this. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like
it
when
looks like he's gonna fall apart.
Emotionally, yeah, totally. I mean, I am about to
physically.
fall apart emotionally. Physically, I'm in my prime, though.
Vistra, were you saying something?
when wherever those kids were supposed to be doesn't receive their next shipment of kids, I think stuff is going to start happening real fast.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
So
about.
I think it may be better to try to go ahead and move now and get things set up.
I mean, are we going to move? Are we going to try to move 23 kids in the middle of the
No, I don't
afternoon?
think right now, but
No, I mean, that's our options are we move them tonight.
I like moving the kids, but I don't like moving the kids right now. They've been standing in a corner for the last day, in a daze. All the kids were starving and exhausted. I don't think it's a good idea to go.
no, I think we just make contact with the circle now. I mean, just to know if that's even an option, or
Yeah, we gotta know our next move. We gotta figure out.
I
our
mean,
next.
maybe they don't want 23 kids. I mean,
I don't necessarily agree with them going there, but since I don't have a better option, I'm not exactly
I
going to
mean,
stand
have you
against
thought
it.
anything about that, Gillard? I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm glad we saved them, but I don't know.
Quincy and I can go right now. Be back before dawn and try to get some rest.
And we could even, we could take Urist and one of you guys watch the back door. And
If you're confident, I'm not going to stop you, but we need people here because we don't know how soon of a response they're expecting.
do you have that bird back? That message
Yeah, it's
bird?
in the. Well, what distance does a bag of sharing have?
Did we ever say?
I don't remember. I think we were on the fence between whatever it's supposed to have and infinite.
I think
I'll just give you
it's
all
like
infinite.
300 feet.
Okay, so-
No, because that way, if anybody stole a fanny pack, they have access to everything we have in the bag.
Well, don't lose a fanny pack.
Wait, if we put one of the fanny
There's a
packs
limit
in
on
the
it.
bag,
I feel like it's 300 feet.
That kind of is what my mind came back to.
300 feet.
Which is more than an hour away, or less than an hour away.
300 feet is a football field away.
Yeah, it's not far at all.
It's nothing.
So can we do a mile? Would that be too much? What would telekinetic go a mile?
Yeah, that's what Corvus's
Yeah.
thing was a mile.
So is a mile okay? I don't know. I never saw the
The backpack of sharing technically does say 300 feet.
300 feet. So what are we going with?
I mean, just don't put anything in there that you think you might need if you're going to be 300 feet away.
That's what I was going to say. So if you need the bird, take it with you.
Take it now, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and get it out. and
It's in the
I'll-
bag? Okay, yeah. I'm going to
But
take
y'all have it for infinite though, because I mean that's
So as long as we don't do any crap or abuse it.
right.
You're going to say we can have infinite?
Yeah.
As long as we don't shenanigan it.
Yeah. Can we pull Quincy through it?
Just hold your breath.
Could he fit through a fanny pack opening?
Is how small is Quincy?
His head could.
Hello, guys. How are we?
Okay, I'm gonna take his bird and put it in my regular backpack.
All right, so I'll take it out. So it's in your inventory now.
It's in my backpack.
Peeky peeky.
The question was, do we take Corvus's body to them?
I can carry him.
I think Vistrid had plans for that last time we were here, didn't you? Did you? I don't remember.
I don't think he ever said anything out loud.
Oh, okay.
He was asking me about the
Okay, I thought it was
stone or
sure.
whatever.
You know, that's if we wanted to bury him. I can make a tomb.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I just don't know if they're gonna want any kind of proof, or
Well, it's not only about proof.
if they want to make him disappear.
At this point, I don't want his body to be of any kind of use to the Bathories.
Speaking of, what were those things? What? I've never seen monsters like that before in my life.
I don't know.
Or not temp, but hit dice. If we're counting this as a short rest.
Probably by the time y'all finish this conversation, and you'll have had a short rest, sure.
Okay.
no, we took a short rest while he made dinner for the kids because they had.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah, we took a short rest already.
No worries.
No, this is a long rest, which those of you that got beat up, Rask being the biggest one, you don't get your health points back unless you actually successfully have a long rest. That's what I'm worried about with you.
Right.
If you got hit, you won't get those back
The,
unless
the necrotic attack.
you need a long rest to get those hit
Did you
points
get?
back.
Did you lose hit points? Oh yeah. You lost your
Then, yeah,
maximum.
39. Yeah.
You lost maximum.
I lost 39 maximum.
And if you spend all night traveling, you have to take a real long rest to get those back.
Well, maybe-
not a traveling long.
Maybe Buck. Maybe you should stay here then.
Which in game sounds like you look really tired.
Maybe.
And-
like I'm really pale because I lost a lot of blood.
And in game, the DM can be like, roll for exhaustion.
Gillard,
Yeah, I know exhaustion is definitely on the table.
Gillard, what if maybe you should
But
go
I
with
just
us
don't-
instead? Me, you, and Urst.
I
I mean, Buck, it's not. I mean, if it's not going to be safe and you're going to be exhausted tomorrow,
Visser, do you think you can man the? Because this entrance right here is the one I'm worried about. The stone wall, I feel confident in it, but at the same time, I feel like it would take them long enough to get through it that maybe we could do something. I don't know. But this door is literally they just blasted the door. What's the door? Is it just a wooden door?
Yep.
Heavy wooden door.
It
maybe?
is heavy. Yep.
Heavy wooden door. I mean, that's nothing for what we just fought down there in that tunnel.
right? Yeah.
So if y'all want to man the door and Vistrid's confident because it means basically, I'm sorry, Buck, you're beat all to hell. So that's why I'm worried about you going with Quincy. I'm not, like I said, I can't provide a solution, so I'm not going to turn down one that's in front of me when I can't provide any alternative.
will somebody at least be willing to ask a hard question to the circle?
Yeah. Like what?
I mean, I want to know if. I mean, I don't know if you guys are thinking any different than I am. I have a severe moral dilemma with these boys possibly becoming like, just little playthings for adult men to get their work done.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. This isn't exactly a freedom movement. This is, from my perception, a shadow organization that operates alongside a shadowy government. So-
Exactly. Or counter to a shadowy government.
I mean, at least we know they're against. We have the same enemy.
To me, this is giving me the same vibes as what is it? Not the sightless eye, the
Gouged eye.
the gouged eye. I mean, if we were to deliver to them a number of soldiers, would that not be the same?
Yeah.
They were against Hornbeam.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Are we strengthening them to one day, first off, the horrific reality that we could eventually end up having to fight these children? Secondly, these children grow up into soldiers and oppress more of their countrymen under a new regime. Those are my two concerns. And it's not that I'm worried about fighting them for selfish reasons. They're innocent.
I just don't
They're
know
just
what other
children.
option we have.
Right. But that's just what I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying when you go to talk to them, will somebody at least somehow...
If there was somewhere we could house them, no, it's not going to happen. I was going to say if we tell Dalinar to send reinforcements in a raft, we could get them out of here.
They wouldn't be here in
It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
At least.
Unless we take out...
Oh, wait. We teleported. Can he... Why didn't...
No, we only teleported to Juniper Grove.
So, was there a reason we couldn't teleport straight here?
No teleportation circle.
Yeah, it was a teleportation circle, and she didn't have a corresponding teleport.
I can't yet.
Well,
But-
we might know somebody who might have some sort of knowledge of it, though.
Who's that?
What's the...
Crazy lady?
Yeah.
Is it Beatrice?
Beatrix.
I mean. That's what we've settled
Beatrix
on.
might be able to get us...
It's an X. I texted it to myself. It's Beatrix.
Beatrix was the one
gnome
that had...
who owns that.
I feel like it was
oddity shop, magic shop that y'all
And
bought
she
stuff
knows...
She knows Evelyn, and Evelyn made the teleportation circle.
So she has one here?
No, we don't know that.
Oh my goodness, that could possibly be a way.
Beatrix has a shop.
from. You assume that Evelyn does not have one here, or they would have just transported you here instead
Exactly.
of making you travel.
Yeah, Evelyn
If
doesn't
those
have
two
one,
are
but
peers, the way that it's kind of been
She
presented.
can prepare one for us. And
Exactly.
we can get coordinates to the other one.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness,
This could
we
work.
found a loophole.
We could get the boys to the Inkling. But
We could get them to Juniper Grove.
we can get them to
which
Juniper
is even
Grove.
better than getting them
Yes.
to the Inkling.
Yes.
Repopulate Juniper Grove with 23 children. All boys.
25.
25.
Because the other two, yeah.
This could possibly work. This could work.
Do you still want to talk to the circle?
I still want to talk to the circle.
And tomorrow, after I'm rested, after I don't look like death warmed over, we can go. A couple of us can go and talk to Beatrix.
Now we could all go.
I mean, yeah, all of us could go. Yeah, I just didn't know if we wanted to move in a group.
Yeah, I don't mind moving in. Well, the kids will still be here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just have to be a couple of us. Yeah, but let's go to the circle. Let's go to where we know the circle is now. We can go into the cover of night. We won't take Corvus's body. That's too much of a hassle.
I'm not against moving the kids to.
So do we leave Corvus here when we leave?
I say whatever Vistrid
Did
has planned.
Vistrid tell everybody what he got off of Corvus? Or no, you're here. No, but I don't know if you told me though. A way to get
He's
in
talking
and
about
out of
making it
Dewberry's
too.
house because Corvus has the deed. Does he have the key?
Yeah, probably not make it.
No.
Okay.
There was no key.
Okay.
And no, I didn't tell anyone.
Okay, I didn't think-
I was just looking for a link to the circle or
But you
something
have
like this.
the fanny pack. We're gonna go with that.
Yeah, I have the stuff. I just didn't
Vistrid,
think it was.
is there any subtle way we can?
Entomb him.
What if we? It sounds terrible. What if we cremated him or something?
Well, I
Well,
can,
we don't
I
even-
can
we don't even
hide
know
him
if
in
his-
stone. I can
We don't
hide
even
him
know
in
if his
rock.
belief system would allow him to be cremated. That's the thing.
What did you say, Vistrid?
I can hide him in stone. I can.
Is it just going to be a boulder that wasn't there before? I mean,
No, just like anywhere that's solid rock, I can put him inside of it.
Out of game, what are you talking about?
Stone shape. I can.
Stone shape is just like you swim through stone, right?
No, I can move stone like water. I can make it flow like water.
You could put him in the middle of the street and then just have him sink.
Have him sink down.
he was even
And then it would firm back up.
we're picturing like there being an obelisk wherever he is.
Well, I could also do that, but I'm saying I could just sink him into the stone, and then the stone's solid again. There's no sign.
And then
that
he
there's-
immediately becomes stone. Whoa, that's
What? No, he's sealed in stone.
okay. Okay, it forms around. Okay.
This is very morbid,
He would
guys.
never rot. There's no
Okay,
air.
Vistra, I think that's fine.
That's. I guess that's what we have to do.
Here lies. What was his last name?
Why don't?
What was his last name?
Gauthier or something. Gauthier.
I didn't know that because of
Given that
the one
he was wanted, I'm not sure we would want to put his name. I was planning on
Here lies
putting
a hero.
Here lies a slayer of monsters,
Let's put him here.
because those were definitely monsters that we faced down
I
there.
like it.
Let's put him
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
in. As weird as this may sound, just put him into the floor here.
Yeah,
If we reclaim this place,
solid granite
this building
was
will
the floor
forever
stone?
be.
marble.
So that counts? You'd allow that? Okay. Cool. Okay, so who's going to the circle right now? Me, Gillard, Uist. Is that what... I mean,
Oh, I didn't
Vistra-
know Urs is upstairs. I didn't know if he was going to.
No, he's just in the other room.
Yeah, I'm in like the office in
Yeah,
there.
I thought this was downstairs. Room was upstairs.
No.
Where we decided we were staying last game
the
was
tunnel.
right where the tunnel opened up.
I think we talked about this last time. For some reason, I thought the room was upstairs and then went.
Oh,
No.
I got you.
Okay,
Or ground floor.
gotcha. Yeah, I think I had that same problem last
Is that doable? I mean, does...
time. Do y'all remember where the place was? I did. I don't even think I was. Was I
We
there?
can- we can get
Oh no,
there.
I was there because I was at the Dewberry fight.
Yeah, we can get there. We know where that's at.
Yeah, it wasn't far from
guys give
Dewberry, I
me-
don't think.
history checks.
I mean, I think it was just like on the main path. Can I have advantage because I know the city?
Sure.
Might be a low DC. Who knows?
19 natural. A 20, not natural.
Say history, 19.
Okay.
5.
Okay. Yeah, you two remember how to get there. You also recall that Corvus had a special knock to get them to open the door. I'd say with a 20, even if it's not natural, you would remember the knock.
For that night, at least. He was a telepath, so they could just say, "This is the Doodock."
Okay. I'm gonna go.
I think I remember the knock he did at the door. So
Yeah,
let's do it.
the knock. Yeah, the 19 didn't give it. The 20 did. Wait, who had the 20? He had. Okay. I'll go
natural
get.
19 plus 1.
Okay, Urus. Here's what we decided. If you want to come out here with the rest of the group, sorry we left you in here. Me, you, if you would like to go, and Gillard are gonna go to where Corvus left Dewberry's body. We know there's a safe house there, a way to get in touch with the circle, hopefully. If you want to go, we're going to go. Vistrid and Buck are going to watch the doors.
Dewberry didn't die.
And Rask.
He was
Dewberry, yeah, Dewberry wasn't there,
Rask is
sorry.
upstairs with the kids.
Rask is upstairs. They're going to watch the 2 doors down here. And we're going to hustle up there. If you want to go, Lewis, that's up to you.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, could I? You said we had a short rest, right? Can I use some hit die then?
Yeah, how's Urus looking? You're okay, aren't you?
Yeah, they only got me like once. so
You
I'm
didn't
not-
lose a bunch of max health or anything, did you?
No,
Like Buck did? Okay.
no, I'm pretty much fine.
30.
I didn't realize Buck was soaking up so much damage.
That's how many hit points I lost permanently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm at, hit point wise?
Probably still really high because you.
19!
Yeah, I remember saying last game that I didn't realize how much you'd got hit.
Yeah.
All right, so
Is
you
that
three are
actually
leaving.
Short rest recovery.
Not yet, no.
We're going out. We're going out the front door.
All right.
Perception check if I can.
Buck, Quincy, Urust.
no.
No.
Or
Gillard.
Gillard, sorry.
Gillard Quincy yours.
Yes. Gillard, Quincy, Urst. Okay.
I want to check before we go out the front door.
You have to open it. There's no windows.
Yeah, I'm just
here.
gonna crack it.
Okay. Give me a perception check. With disadvantage because it's dark and you don't have.
That's why God was a night was on my list.
That's better. So still
Okay.
23.
All right, cool. We said it's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it's not dead silent out here. There's still people walking the street, night walkers of that sort.
Wow, lizards.
Night walkers. There are people out and about. You kind of hear maybe drunken calls from here to there. People knocking into stuff. Other just some horses clomping through the city. Looking around, you don't see, like, you can see some other buildings, and you kind of gaze up toward the top, and you don't see any movement or any outline that really looks like a body watching you. As far as here in the gated off area of the orphanage, you don't see any movement or any shadows that don't look like they belong. As far as you can tell, you're not being watched at the moment.
I'm going to get in my backpack real quick and pull out something of a fake beard out of my disguise kit and pull my hood up.
All right, give me a disguise self check or
Disguise kit.
disguise kit check. Yeah.
11 total.
Okay.
I'm in a hurry.
You're being in a hurry. Yeah, it's you just plaster on a beard. It's dark, so you're not really too worried. You don't think it would take not much scrutiny up close would really. It wouldn't pass that, but from a distance, you feel like you look different.
Okay.
Gillard and Arist, are y'all wanting to have anything done to you, or?
No, I'm more worried about time.
Okay.
All right.
Let's roll.
He can put his beard on while he's walking.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all make y'all's way out the door.
And you have the Raven,
Give
right?
Buck and Vistor a nod as I go out.
Do you still have the Raven, or do you want to leave it in the bag for now? Because if I'm going with you,
Oh
you'll,
yeah, I'll put it back in. Yeah, I'll put it back in the fanny pack.
then I'll leave it in there.
Buck and Vistor, are y'all sticking together at the front door? Y'all splitting back up?
I'm definitely staying at the front door.
Buck, what
I'm holding.
How
watch.
close is the front door to that back office? Is it?
Two corners. It was from walking in, it's right and then left, and then it's one of the back rooms.
We talked about what Vischer was going to do with Corvus's body. Did he just do that already, or is that happening in the morning, or what?
No, I haven't done it. I thought we'd
Do it.
have a little ceremony
Gotcha.
with it.
I just want to make sure it didn't just happen while we were talking about it and come in. It's like, here, Corvus.
I already did, sir.
Oh, you already did ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did.
I mean, like, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the wake, and this is the funeral.
I still feel like
Okay.
I still feel like we should
Catholic
you know
rules.
say some words
I'm
or
gonna
something.
be at that second corner from door. You said it's a right and a left.
If you turn right now, there's a hallway that a bunch of the meeting rooms, and then you have to turn left, and there's a hallway that leads to the office.
Okay.
The office is sealed with 10 6-inch thick walls.
Right.
So I'm really not worried.
But I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be inside, more inside because
That first corner, like, it's just that. So,
yeah.
Vistor's here, you'd be here. And
If
then
he hears a dude there with a jackhammer,
That's
he's
it.
going to let you know.
Yeah, it's
That's it. I
effectively
mean,
5
if-
feet of solid stone.
That's just it. I'm gonna be kind of further in.
Okay.
That way, if there is,
Something comes, you want to stop.
yeah,
Okay.
we know of one hidden entrance.
There's a vampire on the side of that wall. I swear there was a door here. There's a ladder going straight up. I don't know.
All right, so you guys are keeping watch. Probably not going to get a rest if it's just the two of you. And Rask is upstairs. You're not sure what he's doing. It's quiet upstairs,
He's
though.
asleep.
We're gonna do this as quickly as we can.
Okay. Are y'all running? Y'all are being quick?
I say as briskly as we can walk. Like I'm gonna, like in between corners. If I don't see anybody, I'm gonna jog to the corner, check.
There's enough people out that I think we can move swiftly and not draw attention
Yeah, I wanna
because it sounded pretty busy.
Kind of cut through.
What is it, like
Just
Friday night? Jesus. Let's worry
maybe
less about
not. Maybe
stealth.
stay off the main roads a little bit. Just kind of
Okay.
trot when we can when it's not gonna draw.
Y'all can
attention.
turn an hour's trip into, why don't y'all give me...
We can move if we needed to.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can keep up because you don't have mobile.
I'm not trying to sprint. I'm just gonna try to. I'm just saying like when there's nobody watching, I want to kind of jog.
Someone roll a d20 for me.
Do it, Gillard. Should have rolled the big one.
The
a
big
natural
one.
one.
That is a natural one. Should roll the big one.
Okay.
What, Ryan?
I am so freaking lost.
Oh, there's no telling. I don't know what that was for.
Give me perception checks, guys.
All of us. all three.
That is
I'm gonna
13.
break that TV with that big monster. Hold on.
That counted. It was a 9.
I mean, that's fine. I didn't roll it.
Hey, am
threw
I
it
still
and it
disadvantaged because it's
slid.
dark?
Huh?
Am I still disadvantaged because it's dark?
There we go.
Yeah.
There it is.
I got a 16 total.
16 total.
It's cocked. 15.
Okay.
I didn't care about the roll. I just slid it across the table because I was.
You feel like you notice out of the corner of your eyes you're making your way down a pathway that there's a figure on the roof keeping track with you.
Oh, maybe it's a circle person.
That's not. How close are we?
To each other?
No, to the distance we're headed. Are we?
Did we all notice it, or who noticed it?
Yeah, I
What'd you
rolled
roll?
9.
16.
And you rolled a 15. You both noticed it. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even see him.
While we're moving, I'm just going to say quietly, Gillett, I think somebody's following us on the rooftops.
Oh wait, was it perception?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually had a 15.
Okay, all three. of you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant the other roof. Yeah, I saw that guy.
I don't know if it's somebody from the circle or what. I'm
How
hoping-
close are we till we get to our destination?
This is after about 20 minutes.
So, but you said we were moving faster. So if it
moving
was
pretty
if it was
fast.
about an hour.
I feel like you get another 35 minutes to go.
Oh, okay.
No. That's too. Another 15
So about another
minutes.
20
Another
okay.
15 minutes.
Okay. So do we want to go the wrong way and see if they still follow us, or I mean, do we go straight to our destination, or do we try to? I mean, they're obviously following us. Doesn't matter. The question is, do we try to trap them or keep going where we're going? That's our choice right now. I want to stay moving, but just slow down so we can talk.
I say we stop here and see if they'll.
Wait.
Yeah, just stop in an alley or something.
I mean, we made pretty good time getting. That's all right. We made pretty good time getting here. That good with you, Ernst?
Yeah, that works for me.
Any?
Y'all just coming to a stop?
Yeah, we'll just get kind of in a.
How high is the building?
About 25 foot up.
If I really need to, I can send my echo and I can go right at them and see how they react. But I feel like it's a power play, so it'll cause a reaction. I don't know what they'll do.
I mean, if we get in, like, just kind of in an alley off the beaten path, I'll just kind of stop and look to where, see if I can see them.
You just want to go to a dead end, like it's where when they see us, we're the only things to see, and we're gonna turn and like kind of face
That's
them.
probably not a bad idea. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
Can
try
we
to find an
a-
alley with a dead end.
Can we find a dead-ended alley that, in order for them to get eyes on us, they'd have to really literally walk into our view, like so we.
Well, it seems
so
like they're
they
staying
know
on the
that we
rooftops.
know.
Does it look like they're trying to be hidden?
It seems like they're trying. Yeah. But they might have slipped or something, and the quick motion and the sound of it, y'all caught and you clocked them.
Okay.
Then yes, we'll do that and just see how they react. If I don't know, it's either we act against them or we get them to act against us.
Okay. So y'all make it to a dead end, and luckily it also kind of has some lower roofs around it, only about 15 foot up, so you can see easier. They're kind of spread out. It's a wider area. Give me a perception check, see if you can see them.
Disadvantage from me.
Disadvantage for the dark vision.
Well,
14.
a 19 and a 3. That dark vision screwed me.
Quincy, you can see them.
I can?
Yes, they kind of came to a stop, and they're trying. They think that they're being smooth. They're hiding right behind a larger chimney, but you can see their form and their outline, and they're about 20 feet away from you.
I'm going to send them a message.
Message?
Yeah,
What do you
and say I can see you.
You can respond to this message.
You hear it back. Oh crap! And they kind of like duck behind the chimney.
What did they? I don't know. I don't see them.
I sent them a message. I'm just going to walk over. They're up? Oh, they're up?
They're up. Yeah.
Come out. We don't mean any harm. Who are you?
All right. Can I give Quincy a leg up onto the roof? It's only a 20-foot roof. Sure. All right, Quincy, I'm gonna toss you up there.
Can you tell me that?
I was playing with Gillard's strength stats, If I decide to take Brawny, I think is what it's called.
With your jump and his strength, yeah, you can easily clear that. Yeah.
I can lift Giller can lift like 570
like an
pounds.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics and give me athletics.
Athletics. Oh, I did
How
roll
did I roll the
bad.
purple one? That's a 9.
Mine was also a 9, but with my plus, it is a 17.
Okay, yeah. You shove him up there pretty good, and you just kind of have to step, and you kind of slip as you make it, but you do land on the thing, and you can see him. He's now sitting.
Is it a kid?
It's not a kid, no. It's kind of a dark-skinned young man, not a kid though. Young adult.
Hey,
So in this world, he's 18.
20, 22, something like that. Yeah. Seems to be human. He kind of and stands up, comes around. He's cloaked. You see that there's a couple of daggers on the in lining of his cloak. Yeah, what can I do for you?
why are you following us? Who are you?
Just it's my job.
Who do you work for? Do you work for the Circle?
I kind of take. Yeah,
We need to make contact with them.
Isn't Corvus part of your group? He's been kind of communicating with my people.
Yeah, well, we need to talk to him. Corvus isn't here right now.
I heard he was supposed to be bringing y'all to meet in a couple of days.
Yeah, well, plans have changed. We need to speak with somebody in charge. We know where there's a safe house in the upper limits. That's where we're heading.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm good. I'm good at it. Natural 2, 10. Why am I rolling that? I've rolled it bad every time. With disadvantage, the green one's been hot and the purple one's bad. Every roll.
He pulls his weapon out. You're going up next. I'm readying up.
Listen, that's not what I can't just bring you in.
You don't have to bring me in. We're going there anyway.
Going where?
To the safe house. We know where one is.
Which one?
In the upper limits.
He kind of give me
Persuasion?
no, give me a perception check.
Perception? Is it with disadvantage?
Nah, not this close.
Okay. 24.
Okay, he kind of blanches as you say. That's how you say that word, right? Blanches.
Like,
He's just kind of that you.
trying to act like he doesn't know.
No. He's surprised that you said that one.
Oh.
I don't think you're gonna get anywhere going there.
Listen, man, you're not helping me. We're in a hurry. I'm going to the safe house in the upper limits with my friends, and you can go or you can stay here.
I feel like you're wasting your time.
I'll say that I
do
never
what you
saw
want.
you. Why?
That's just a place that we just kind of meet up for things, and there's not gonna be anyone there.
Insight check.
Okay.
$17.
He's lying. He's stuttering. He's stammering. The taken aback, that you just happen to of all of the safe houses, you just happen to say that you're going to this one. He surprised him. Yeah, you feel like he's lying.
I have no use for you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna jump back off the building.
He curses a few times, and he just jumps down.
With me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking you there, but I'm not supposed to leave you either, so.
Okay, well, we'll pretend we never saw you. It's clear that you're new here. It's clear that you're trying to make a good impression. It's clear you're not very good at your job.
You're above your station, kid. And
Okay.
as we walk off, I'm like, so what do you say, Quincy?
I don't know. He's a newcomer. He's lying. He doesn't think we know what we're talking about. He's trying to hide things. He's trying to follow us, doing a horrible job.
So really return on interest on that shadowy organization thing we were
It's a
talking about
poor
earlier.
replacement for Corvus, if you ask me.
Replacement for they don't know yet.
Know what?
Yeah, you'll find out, or you won't. I don't know.
Probably above your pay grade.
Let's see if you can keep up, Shadow. That's technically what he is.
We're gonna keep slipping through.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. He keeps up with you.
He's just ground level, stays with us.
He's just sticking with you. He's quiet. Just seems like just a bad slip or something that let y'all see him. He seems pretty good. You get the feeling that he probably doesn't usually talk to his marks, though.
Yeah. Okay.
The fact that you come up to him, like that he was seeing, and that you just came and announced yourself really threw him off guard. But yeah, you make it to the upper limits. There's a few black cloaks around here that you kind of have to slip by, but it's not much of a trouble. And you do make it to the safe house.
All right.
Gilly, do you know the knock?
Oh yeah. Before I do that, I look at the kid, the shadow, and I say, just so you know, you better be thanking Quincy here, because my first thought is that you were going to be a problem and we were going to deal with you. He suggested you might be from the circle, so that's why you didn't get attacked and you got a hello instead. And I'm gonna do the knock. Am I good?
Yep.
I was like, please let me do a sleight of hand. That's my worst one.
Performance check. No, it was not an overly complicated knock.
So I do the knock.
After a few minutes, it opens, and you see a female elf open the door, and she's also in kind of darker clothing and cloaked.
Is this house lit? Does it look like there's or are they trying to look like nobody's there?
It looks like there's no one.
It looks abandoned. Okay.
What can I do for you?
We have a problem. Can we come in?
I suppose.
We were working with Corvus. We have news.
If she doesn't know that, we're in the wrong place, Quincy.
And she looks back at the young man and and he just looks embarrassed. She sighs exasperatedly. Come in. Come in.
She starts tweeting angrily.
Newcomers. SMH.
This is why
about us.
This is why I don't work with outsiders. So unprofessional. Sid.
Come in. She shoos the guy off, and he just kind of rolls his eyes and runs back into the darkness.
All right, Quincy, you want to fill her in?
Listen, I don't want to hear it. If you have news about Corvus, then I think you just need to go on downstairs. And she goes over, and there's a staircase that's leading up, and she pushes on the wall, and it slides over, and you see that there's a hidden staircase leading downwards.
We're getting used to these.
Just keep going down, and
Do you have a secret doorway music track, AJ?
No, I do have a circle.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
okay.
Very magical. Very nice.
Okay, yeah. The as the staircase is not very long, and as you three begin to descend the stairs, she says, "Just follow the torches. It's not long." And then as you leave, she shuts the door back, and it's dark for a second. And then you do notice that there is some light coming from the bottom of the stairs, which is only about 15 foot down.
Reminding you of any place we just recently visited?
Yeah.
It's not near as far.
Okay.
No, I know. I'm just thinking.
It's honestly like this place just has a basement.
Right.
Having a little bit of trauma, though.
Yeah, it's I understand where you're going with
A
this.
little bit traumatic.
Doesn't change the fact that we just went down
It's
a
true.
step.
It's true.
into a long
Yeah.
hallway.
Not nearly as bad. You do make it down to the bottom of the staircase, and there's just like a 10-foot hallway, and there's a torch at that, and it turns, and as you turn, it opens up into just an enormous room, and you see figures all over the place. You see beds and hammocks kind of pushed up against the wall. You see some areas have been kind of small. What are the things that people like hide behind to get dressed? There's kind of screens that are like petitioning off certain areas that it seems like someone wanted more privacy. But overall, this is just an enormous room. There's quite a few pillars kind of holding up the weight of the ceiling. but it's very wide open, and in the middle there's kind of a large chandelier that is sitting over 3 soft-looking lounging couches, and you see 3 people kind of talking quietly. And like I said, there's men, women, there's a few children, not too many, just running around, a lot of people sleeping. It seems like there could be 60 to 70 people in here. It's that big of a room.
Looks kind of, I mean, like a place of operations, a barracks, like all in one.
Hideout, barracks, place of operations.
Doesn't look big enough.
Almost
Refugee
refugee shelter has that feel to it. Yes.
Like in a big old gymnasium.
More of a tactical refugee. Like it's not just they're not taking in anyone, but it seems like they don't have anywhere else to put all of these people.
Gotcha.
So they
Resistance base.
almost.
Does it look like 23 more 23 more kids would want to?
No. No. As you walk up to, you assume the torches kind of are go along on the pillars, and then there's none past the chandelier that's hanging. It's not brightly lit. There's only a few candles. It seems like they're trying to give other people darkness if they need it. Sitting kind of lounged back is a bald man with a goatee. He's reading over a few paperworks. You see an attractive female with black hair currently drinking something from a chalice, and an attractive younger man as well. His hair is almost as long as the female's, but it's a little bit curled. He is laughing with a few girls about his age. The girl is kind of throwing them bad looks as she drinks from her chalice, and the bald man seems to kind of tisk at them every once in a while as he is distracted from reading his reports.
Are they the ones sitting like on the couches or
Yes.
whatever in the middle of the room? Okay. Did they see us come in?
A few people do. They kind of like start whispering, but these 3 seem preoccupied and don't notice you at the moment.
Okay.
They're about 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
Walk right up to them. They have a little table between us and them, or are they just on a couch?
The couches are kind of in a 3 setup to where they're facing the door, so they should be able to see you. But if they were paying closer attention, but they're distracted at the moment.
I'm going to remove my poorly made beard and pull
Okay.
my hood off.
Your footsteps kind of echo, and as you get closer, they do look up. The young male sees you and just kind of turns away from you, keeping on his conversation with the 2 girls. The female kind of sinks back further into her chair, looking over her chalice and continuing to sip from it. And the bald man taps his papers together, sets them down, and stands up. He's rather tall, fairly thin, and his eyes have kind of a dark glow to them.
Does he look like Gillard?
I was thinking that too. I was like,
Gillard like looking in the mirror. Immediately doesn't like him because he looks like. It's like,
God.
there's only room for one bald guy in this room.
You can go that way to see the other too.
The circle's not big enough for 2 bald guys with goatees.
okay. Is this like exactly the way we're seeing them, or is anything the eyes too?
Kind of, yeah. I just said he has kind of glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes.
Glowing like magically or like
Not
just
natural.
reflecting the torch? Oh my gosh.
Oh, hold on. Here, take it.
Hey, just take it. You can, go over.
That's all
twice.
3 of them.
Looks like the lead singer of Demon Hunter.
While they're
It
getting
does.
while they're getting caught up on their looks.
Okay, Seth. Well, just so you know, that is exactly how I pictured that guy. That is I can't. I was like, oh yeah, of course it's that guy. And then the chick's pretty close. I was picturing the Thor's friend. The girl.
Oh, yeah.
The Valkyrie.
Yeah. The one from Blind Spot.
As we walk up to the couch, I say,
names.
"We're here to report on." Yeah, I'll engage since they're so distracted.
No, he stood up as you started walking. The bald man stood.
If he's going to address us, then I'll let him address us. But if they're going to ignore us, I'm going to speak.
As y'all walk over, he taps his papers down and lays them on his sofa and stands. He is rather tall and kind of is hunched over, his hands behind his back, and he kind of looks down towards all of you. He's taller than you, Gillard.
Whoa. I think I'm like 6 something.
No, I said he's thin. He's just real tall.
He isn't there. He wouldn't know.
He looks at all three of you. He gazes into each of your eyes before speaking. Welcome to the inner circle. I, and he says, bowing, am Vindrick Ashcroft.
Ernest Hornbeam. Nice to meet you, sir.
He does not reach for your hand.
Quincy Potcher the third, at your service.
Name's Gillard. We're here to report on the status of Corvus as well as a problem we've come across tonight.
Yes, I assumed something had gone amiss if you'd come without him. He was supposed to bring you here in a day or two's time. Is he alive?
No.
Of course he's not alive. That's the female. She kind of scoffs behind her chalice. He looks at her. What is his condition, if you do not mind me asking?
Deceased, sir. Regretfully.
What happened?
We were looking to rescue these children at the orphanage down. It's near the docks, right?
Yes.
Down near the docks, and some strange monsters were in this underground chamber with all the kids. When we fought them, we almost didn't make it, and Corvus, he didn't make it. He fought bravely.
And now we have 23 all-boy children that we're going to have to figure out what to do with because right now they're all still at the orphanage where we just rescued them from.
What happened to the girls?
The girls are missing.
They're all missing.
She's sick.
Who? It sounds like you know something about this.
I believe I do. Corvus's body, where is it?
It's at the orphanage still.
We will have people come by and pick it up from you.
Well, that solves that problem.
Sorry, Ron. I know you really wanted to make a tomb.
He claps twice, and a couple of people bring chairs over for you. Please, be seated. And he sits back down.
All right, take a seat.
So do I.
You see that the male is still preoccupied with his two female friends.
They don't seem to be paying attention. He's not paying attention to us.
He's there, like almost in a circle as we are here, but he is just kind of hugging them around the necks and giggling with them, and they're giggling back and just not paying you any attention.
He mentioned that possibly you have similar interests with us. And we were... He was interested in our endeavors, and he helped us a lot. And we helped him in return. This incident was obviously not unrelated to your organization, if what he said is true, in that we share an enemy in the Bathories and the current administration.
We most certainly do not agree with the Bathory's rule.
Well, this certainly was not just a willy-nilly happenstance. I mean, we were investigating the orphanage. We definitely see a connection between the orphanage and the Bathories, and we just came across.
Do you know what sort of creatures you dealt with there at the Tecaquitha orphanage?
Did you get a look at the ones that attacked Corvus? There were some freaky bats. Giant, freaky bats.
Some of what we were dealing with was invisible. I mean,
I don't know. Did any of us get a look at the Alps before?
The female kind of brings her chalice down and flicks her fingers, and a small image of the Vargas, not Grelka, but the other one, appears. And
That's what it looked like. That was it.
That's the one right there.
But one of them was a lot worse than that.
she goes back to sipping.
That
out of her
wasn't
chalice.
what killed Corvus.
Yeah, it was.
It was the other thing.
She flicks her finger again, and an image of the Alps come up.
Yeah. That's them.
Oh, that's right. One came uninvisible during the fight, so we all saw their bodies.
They saw all three of their bodies, like they died.
Live creature.
Oh, they didn't
And
die
they,
invisible.
They did not die invisible.
Okay. Yeah, it's
In the orphanage, they just look like women, elderly, young. From what Gillard said, he was there the day before.
Did we see them transform between the combat?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, then yeah. They were the attendees at the orphanage. From what we gathered from the boys, they were lining up for dinner yesterday, and that's the last memory they have. And if you don't mind me asking, what's happening to them? What fate is in store for the girls?
The Bathories, and many of their colleagues and friends, although kin to those creatures, are not quite like them. But we have known for quite some time that the orphanage is, how do I put this mildly? Something of a farm for her and her people.
But they didn't grow any crops there.
The children were the crops, dear, the female says, giggling, drinking from her chalice.
Erst.
Wait, they eat the children?
More they drink from the children.
Checks out. From what we saw inside the.
I've heard that Elizabeth Bathory likes to do other things with the females, but I'm not sure for certain.
We also currently have a friend inside the Bathory's manor, castle, whatever you wish to call it. Do you have any idea what might have become of him?
He keeps inviting us to dinner.
Again, she laughs. He's theirs now. If he's been in there, then he's most likely not coming out. He might have already turned.
You don't know that.
Turned into what?
Maria, quit playing with him. They are creatures known as vampires. I'm sure that you've heard of them.
I think I heard stories as a child. I didn't think they were real.
Unfortunately, he says, kind of laughing, they are very real. And the Bathory family is some of the oldest here in Plexia.
That would explain how she stayed alive for so long.
Indeed.
Well, we were wondering if. I mean, what are we wondering, Gillett? I mean, we
What
wanted.
exactly is the Circle's goal in this city?
Why, we want to help in any way we can. You stopping Dewberry from taking all those hardworking people's money was just one of the many kind of things that we do.
How far is your reach? I mean, is this it?
No, this is not it. We have a few other settlements quite like this, but unfortunately we do not have any kind of numbers to pose much of a threat in open combat to the Bathories at this time.
So, out of game, did we tell Corvus we were from the Inkling, or did we tell Corvus we were here to help?
Y'all did mention the Inkling at the same time as the talking about the gods.
Oh, yeah,
Which
he
means-
overheard all that, and then we explained it all.
I don't think he sent a letter.
He also heard it whenever Quincy was talking about it too. That one time. Talking about the thing.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
When I was ranting? Yeah. Okay.
So the question is, do I ask how much do they know about us? But that kind of opens the door to us being forced to tell them if they don't already know. All right, so we can go back.
Does the regime know of your organization's existence? Do you have any type of...
We are known. We are the vermin that they allow to live, if I am being honest.
You think they could get rid of you if they wanted to? Is that what you're saying?
They could try, but we could make enough noise that the city's different mirages and thinly veiled belief system would crumble around them, and they do not wish for that to happen at this time.
Do you have any ideas or connections on any way we can get these kids out of here? Because we have an idea or two, but we were hoping maybe you could help. We didn't know if the children were of your interest or not.
Once again, the Maria kind of quips up. Oh yes, you could bring them here. We could have use of them. He kind of side glances at her. We could possibly train them, but we are not a daycare. We are not an orphanage.
I completely understand. Completely understand it. We assumed that would be it.
Silas, send one of them over here. And Silas kind of points. This is the male that was
The long-haired dude?
The longer-haired dude. Yeah, he is. He kind of motions away from himself, and one of the girls that he's been giggling with strolls over to Maria. Give me a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah.
No, you're not there.
I was looking for you.
I thought he was reaching.
Well,
10 total.
11.
19.
You see that she kind of has a dazed look in her eye. Kind of like she's in a trance.
Wait, who does? Who'd you say?
The female that is walking over to Maria. That Silas kind of.
Okay,
Yeah.
she was sitting with Silas. She was one of the ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Crap, I didn't go to the thing where Thren went missing, did I?
No.
Didn't they say he had a dazed look before he walked away?
Thren? No.
Oh, okay.
Thren walked away on his own accord.
On his own accord, okay.
The girl, Maria, kind of beckons the girl down, and the woman's body is kind of blocking, but you see that her hand kind of goes up around her neck, and she lifts her goblet up, and after a few moments, she hands her a small vial, which she drinks and then goes back to Silas, and Maria begins drinking from her chalice once more.
Did I happen to notice that the vial was red?
The vial was red and had blue helixes kind of swimming around in it. It looked like a healing potion that you've all used.
Oh, okay.
Where was I? Yeah, y'all were. Yeah, I truly do not know what we would do with 23 young gentlemen.
It's fine. We have other options to explore possibly, but expedience is the issue now.
We just appreciate your input on the situation. As you did have a stake in this,
I suppose we could spread them out between a few of our safe houses if you absolutely needed them out of your hair.
We'll check with our party and we'll definitely get back to you. Can we expect to find you here again, or are you going to move because we showed up?
Oh, we cannot move everyone out of here.
Well,
the three of us, the leaders of the circle, may not be here all the time. You caught us on a good night, actually.
Well, if it calms if it calms you by any means, we obviously won't tell anyone about this place.
Obviously.
But yeah.
Is there anything that we can do for you, or could we exchange, anything to where we could use your help in the future, or do you just wish to cut ties?
I will be honest with you. While Corvus was a friend to many here, and again Maria kind of laughs into her chalice, his mission was his own. I respected him enough that I gave him leash to do as he wished. But at this moment, we have no interest in bringing the ire of the Bathories down on us. He sought some petty revenge because of things that happened, and look what that got him. He's dead. We wish to live. Now, if something should come up and we believe that you could be of use to us, I may reach out. Not that I'm trying to use you. None of us would shed a tear if the Bathory suddenly disappeared. And it seemed from Corvus's letters to us that you were about that sort of business.
Perhaps.
You'll get no trouble from us, and as far as that regard goes.
If we go to make a move on the Bathories in the future, do you think any of you could aid us in that conflict?
Would you be willing?
It depends on your plans and what is happening in the city. As I said, we do not wish to die. And if you're just going to run willy-nilly into their castle, into their stronghold, into their nest, then no, we will not be participating. That would be quite foolhardy.
We don't have a plan as of yet, but we're all square. We don't owe you anything, correct?
No. We're sorry that Corvus failed you.
No, he didn't fail us.
Well,
we apologize for being unable to keep him alive.
It's a dangerous world out there. It happens. We may keep people kind of watching you. You are interesting, that is for sure. If ever you need to reach out to us, don't come knocking on our door again. Just leave a letter up on your roof.
Are we still able to use Corvus's safe house?
Sure, why not?
If you have need of it.
We have many like it.
Well, just let us know if we get in the way.
We will.
Hopefully we won't be needing use of it much longer, but we appreciate it.
We appreciate you informing us of Corvus's untimely demise.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Do you know of any kind of weaknesses that these vampires might have?
Maria starts just laughing deeply. I would say that we have a few ideas, but I'm sure you could do your own sort of research to find that out. You're not there.
I'm asking from Anthony to.
You're not there.
Not Gillard.
The tall guy, the main guy.
Vendrick
Not
Ashcroft.
Are they vampires?
That's just what I was asking.
Have y'all seen a normal vampire?
That's
don't
the
know.
problem I'm having right now.
Is there any kind of resemblance in the vibe here as in Bathory's Castle or in
That's why I was asking about Thrin.
where we fought the dudes?
Okay, pause real quick.
Okay. I don't know how much of that I'm going to cut out.
No, it sounded like good conversation between y'all players.
Yeah, it's fine. I cussed.
He can beep that.
Okay, the last thing I asked, I mean, am I getting any kind of vibe alignment between here and where we were when we were at the ball?
Give me an insight check.
Is it disadvantage?
All three of you? No, just give me an insight check.
Don't you have don't clerics have the ability to... Maybe that's paladins.
8 total.
It's just a 9.
Detect
What are we
good and
doing?
evil, maybe.
Insight check.
You weren't at the party. I would say you can't.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't.
But he's been around.
None of y'all ever had any
Dustin
idea.
didn't even know that he was a vampire. You think
I
Gillard
know,
would have known?
but we knew
We
he
just
was-
both hated
But
it.
we knew that he was weird. Is it the same kind of weird? I'm not asking like pass a vibe check for vampirism. Pass a vibe check for being normal.
How
Maybe?
about pass a check for why is his eyes glowing?
Could just be a weird reflection.
The vibe's off. That's all I know. Okay, Quincy is definitely ready to leave now.
Yeah.
It just clicked in Quincy's brain. This guy's abnormally tall. These people are pale. This chick's doing something with a potion. These people
Not
are in
a
a
potion.
trance.
It was a potion. She gave her a potion.
Of her blood.
No, it was a healing potion. I told you it had the blue helixes.
I know.
We're failing the vibe check right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we appreciate everything you've done, all the information. We really do.
We appreciate you taking care of Dewberry. And for informing us once more of course.
Yeah, no
Is he
problem.
still alive? Good old Dewberry.
I believe he is still alive.
All right.
Is there anything else?
No, I think we're good.
I think we better go hit the road.
Appreciate you seeing us on this last minute occasion.
He stands, and again, he is a towering figure. Have a good night.
You said there's a lot of people in here on the sides. Do any of them look like Dewberry? Like he's here?
No.
Okay. Just like
As you walk away,
Ones I
does
can
anyone look back?
I'll take a look back.
I'm not. No.
I would.
You're looking back? Okay. As y'all kind of make it close to like the entrance again, you just kind of turn back. You see that Maria has called over someone else again and is holding her chalice up to their neck area. And you see that there is another figure, you can't tell if it's a male or a female, is kind of sitting on Ashcroft's lap, and he is, it seems as if he is kissing their neck.
Ooh. Yeah, just kind of turn back and keep on going with the others.
I'm about to throw up.
Your crop thing is killing me, Cameron.
So what?
I can't believe you said that.
They're not growing any plants there. That was hilarious.
There's not even any crops there.
I mean, she called it a farm.
That's one of those times where like roll intelligence check and you choose to fail.
I mean, my intelligence is only 12.
So you guys make your way to the exit. No one approaches you. No one bothers you. No one. They're kind of watching as you walk past, but they're not chasing after you or anything. And you make it up the stairs. The female is there. She's kind of just sitting in the corner, reading through a book, and she just nods that you can leave.
Okay, we're out.
Okay.
We're gonna give it a try.
When we get out the front door, Giller's just gonna punch the hell out of a wall. Boom.
What was that about?
They knew what was happening in the orphanage. They did nothing. They're not here to help the city. They're here to help themselves.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, Gillard.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And they also, I mean, I think they're just selfish.
They're also freaking weird.
Yeah, that was odd. I got very scared in there for a second.
I don't
You see how
trust them.
big he was?
He would definitely be probably tough to take in a fight. I was less concerned with the three in front of us. After the recent events, I was more concerned with the room full of people behind us. Because if one thing has taught me, being outnumbered were we outnumbered? No, we were evenly numbered. It's it's all the ads in the back that gets you. But yeah, no.
Urus, did you see anything weird? I mean, anything we didn't see? I mean,
When I looked back on our way out, that woman was holding a chalice up to someone's neck again, and what was it? And Vendrick seemed to be kissing someone on the neck or something.
DM, how much vampire stuff would our characters know as lore for the world?
We've seen people drinking chalices of blood in pictures, so.
But that doesn't mean it's vampire lore.
Give me
Vampires.
a history check.
Can I do it too?
Anyone wants to?
Oh, look at that 10.
Reroll. That's a natural one.
16 plus.
Yeah. What'd you say? History check?
Yeah.
19.
21.
I hear crap about no vampires.
Okay, yeah. You, or as growing up in kind of a lord's home, could have books of history on different things. And actually, you would probably know that vampires are not lore. It's not just a fairy tale. They do exist. And a lot of the qualities that you just witnessed kind of feel like they match up with your book. Quincy, yours doesn't come from a taught perspective, but like growing up in the theater and everything, like these are interesting, edgy kind of ideas, and there's a lot of people who kind of like idolize that kind of lifestyle, perhaps, and it seems like
There's a lot of bloodsuckers in theater.
Is it like a rising fad or anything? Like
You were in this play called Twilight once.
no, it's not really a rising fad. It's just a whispered lifestyle.
accepted or sought after, or
Maybe not either. It's somehow like the desire of, apparently it makes you more powerful. You have the freedom to do what you wish. Longer lifespan.
so intriguing.
Intriguing. Something that you could talk about and like say, oh, I would do that, but maybe not like if you actually like, maybe not something if you thought about it long enough that you'd really want. But
Okay. Yeah.
When you actually got down to the ritualistic practice, it's like, maybe we shouldn't kill the virgin.
This sounded a lot better on paper, but now I'm holding the knife.
What are we doing here?
I'd much rather be a lich. Phylactery sounds sick.
It really does.
Except for the fact that you'd be sacrificing thousands of people.
As we're
that doesn't
walking,
matter.
getting further away, I'm gonna keep my voice down, but
I mean,
I guess, are we walking back as we're talking?
going back towards the orphanage fairly quickly. But I'm just gonna kind of slow down and say, like,
what if we do kill the Bathories and it just gives these people reign to take over? I think that's what they would prefer.
Well, even after we deal with the Bathories, I still need to find Jax's new champion here in town.
Oh, that's another thing, isn't it, Urist?
You know,
That we need to do that before we take care of the batteries, probably.
that we'll think of something tomorrow. Let's just try and get some rest tonight.
I'm just afraid what we're doing here might be for nothing.
Well,
It's just going to open up a spot for...
it sounds like the batteries need to be stopped. So, I mean, no matter
So the
what.
shoes can be filled?
The point Quincy's making is all they have to do is turn around. I mean, obviously they don't want the weight of the Empire coming down on them, so all they have to do is turn around and ingratiate themselves, and then Bathory 2.0.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
One vampire at a time. Continue making our way back.
Yeah, I think those people definitely seemed vampiric in some way. It reminded me a lot of books I read as a kid.
All right, so y'all are making y'all's way back to the orphanage. Give me some perception, or someone roll a 20 for me. Not you this time. So one of you two.
Go ahead.
Here, I'll go ahead and do it.
God, I rolled a freaking 3 or something.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1, yeah.
Okay, I rolled an 8. Am I adding anything to it? I have rolled so crappy tonight.
Okay.
Well, you beat my 1, so better than my way over.
Y'all make y'all's way back even faster. Like always looking over your shoulder, afraid someone is following you this time. You never catch a glimpse of anyone, but you just feel uncomfortable.
They put a higher level shadow on us.
You can just do that.
But you make it with no issues. There's even it's daylight is not too far out at this point.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
It's maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So the night is getting quieter. People are making their way home or passing out in whatever gutter they choose. But you make it back. The orphanage is aflame. No, I'm just kidding. Buck and Vistrid, the time has gone by. Y'all didn't sit together. You stayed where you were, Buck, the whole time, kind of in your corner.
For the most part, I mean, I probably would have gone to at least make sure Vistrid was still okay. I mean, the reason that I'm interposing
You can
myself...
see him from your corner.
Okay, then yeah. Then keeping an eye on each other, keeping an eye on the doors.
It's while I'm down there I'm just sitting there in the entryway watching the door. But I do want to pull out my book of exotic fauna and see if I can find anything like those beasts in it.
In a plant book?
Fauna's creatures.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just don't know enough about books.
Thumbing through it, there is pictures to a lot of the stuff, but there's no pictures of what you saw, and no descriptions that catch your eye.
Okay.
Seems that this is a little bit more exotic than
Oh yeah.
a normal book would carry.
Monstrous even.
Okay, y'all make it back to the orphanage. What are y'all doing?
Slipping in.
As soon as y'all come in.
Bang on the door. Vistrid, it's us.
Yeah. Have a dagger leveled at y'all's throats. How'd it go? Did y'all did y'all find them?
Huge problem.
Then I come to...
Well, they, I don't trust them.
You win, Buck.
I'd like to pop my head out the door, kind of look around, see if they were followed.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Oh, we were followed.
19.
You don't see anything.
Wow.
They're out there, Vistrid. Yeah. Probably pissed them off with that. We spotted their shadow on the way down there. So, yeah.
They said they were going to keep watching us, yeah.
Yeah, they told us they were going to keep an eye on us. They're also supposed to come get his body, Corvus's body. I don't know when. So, if they're smart, they'll announce themselves. They were very odd. They gave a very weird impression. They told us that Bathory and their family are really old vampires. So if that means
Vampires? The whole family?
apparently, all their friends. They probably said freaking Thrennis turned into one of them. It's insane. Little girls are probably going to die if we don't do something, if they haven't already. We
I knew
can't.
something was off with
We can't
Thren.
stay here. Honestly, I don't know.
What did he say?
That guy was always weird.
I knew something was off with Thren. The way he was asking us to dinner. It just didn't sound like Thren.
Was he asking us to dinner or to
be
be
dinner?
dinner?
What are we going to be having?
We got to get Thren out of there.
I think that needs to be mission number 1 now.
I know he's still alive.
23 mission number ones. Thren is 24. 26 mission number ones.
If they wanted to kill him, they would have already. My only
Yeah.
concern is I wonder what he's told them.
Well, I can't do this yet. I know of an ability that it's out of my power for now, but if I get a little bit stronger, I can send all the kids to Juniper Grove.
Like, how do you mean?
How soon is within your power? Like, you need a week?
I don't know.
At
It's
the rate we're leveling up, you can need a week.
Are you talking about teleporting them?
yes, yeah.
Well, that's what we were. Did we discuss this already? Yeah. Was it just us? Oh, it was the whole group.
No, y'all talk.
I can't do it yet, but
We might know
Yeah.
somebody who can, or who can tell us who can.
yeah, Beatrix.
Yeah.
Beatrice or Beatrix?
Beatrix. We already talked about that.
Beatrice in the her shop is Magical Curiosities. I'll change that to Beatrix because I believe you.
Because
But
I wrote down Beatrice also.
I thought it was Tabitha.
Debbie.
I'm pretty sure it was at one time. I almost feel like the first time I met her name was Tabitha.
That's possible.
Anywho,
It's Tabitha, Beatrix, Beatrice.
From April 23rd.
yeah, I think we should ask her. Maybe she knows somebody that can. And I think that's what we should do. You all right, Tyro?
Yeah, I got chill.
Golly.
I'm really concerned.
Someone
about
stepping on your grave.
Doesn't have one yet.
Too soon.
Thanks to our wonderful cleric, they're not bringing him back for the next 6.5 days. The ceremony.
All right, so what are y'all doing?
I want
4 or 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we'll try to get not exhausted at the very least. I don't care if I don't need hit points back.
All right, so what's the plan now? Sleeping right now.
I'm going to go back in the office.
Take up watch with
Just lay out
Bistrid.
my bedroll. And go back to where we were.
Please help me this time with the armor. God, to put that back on.
Open up my book. Dive back into the book.
That's rude. All right, now.
you could say Raz could help.
I made this thing to take off.
Buck, you get your rest. I'll keep watch.
Yeah, I only need like 2 more hours at this point to have full rest.
I just don't want to be exhausted. I don't need a full rest.
Oh, yeah, you're an elf, aren't you? No, you're a dwarf.
I got pretty much everything I needed back on a short
But
rest.
evidently y'all were gone like 5 hours, so.
No, we were only going like one.
No, we were going at most 2.
2.
At most.
It was like 2 a.m. when they left.
So it's 4 now.
Oh, I thought you said like sun was coming up.
It's like 4:30. I said it's getting close, like an hour and a half or so.
This civilization still has daylight savings.
So there's probably not enough time for
I didn't
us
tell.
to get a full rest.
I didn't tell it.
They looked on your phone. I didn't write it down because I don't know.
Just writing it down for context.
I just know what the dude was saying.
Yeah, you only knew Vendrick Ashcroft's full name. Okay, so are you nodding off to sleep? And Buck is nodding off to
I'm
sleep?
gonna try to.
Yeah, I'll go and nod off in the office.
Okay.
I'll just dive back into my book.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some shut eye, Vistrid. Just wake me up if we get attacked.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be some noise.
Gillard. As you finally fall into a fitful sleep. The monstrous creatures that you have just fought not too long ago, and the fear of these unknown creatures that you were just with in a dark cellar haunting your mind, your sleep comes uneasy to you. But finally, the exhaustion of the day and the pain of the day eases you into a fitful sleep, and immediately you find yourself lying on top of a ground. The smell of sulfur still thick in your nose. The boom, boom, dying down and seemingly growing further away from you. It's still darker than it should be. You hear the cries of terror and pain all around you as you begin to get up. You're aching from just being buffeted so hard by whatever it was that just pushed you into the earth. You turn around and see the camp that your army is in, just in shambles. White fire burning through the grass and through the tents and over bodies. Stars, small beams of light still seem to crash down all around you. Your thoughts return to your friend that was sleeping in the tent with you. And you're afraid that she might not be okay. You begin rushing back, trying to find your way through this unrecognizable camp. Any rhyme or reason that the military had once had just being blown away by this strange fire and the winds and the sky ripping open into daylight and nighttime. Images you can't even wrap your mind around and comprehend. Your mind is just spinning. You're not even sure if you're going in a straight line. You might be running in circles for all you know. And suddenly, as you step past a bit of white fire, you feel your feet lose purchase with the ground, and you kind of tip forward as your weight falls forward, but instead of hitting the ground, your body begins to rise. And with that forward momentum of falling and no gravity, it seems, holding you down, you begin to spin slowly as you climb higher and higher into the night sky. Minutes pass and you just continue to float higher and higher, every once in a while seeing the ground as you make these slow spins. You see the ground just further away and the sky seeming to get closer and closer, until all of a sudden, apparently you reach some zenith and you just begin plummeting back down to the earth. These beams of light begin hitting you all over. You feel them burning into your skin, your armor burning away as this fire begins to engulf you. And as you continue to spin, as you fall forward, you see the ground just racing towards you. And right when you think you're about to land, reds and blues in shapes that you don't understand begin twirling past you, changing from shape to shape, the colors intermingling into every color of the rainbow, and suddenly you do crash into the ground. Your body breaks almost from the pain of the ground impacting your body. The fire begins to die down as you open your eyes, no longer in a field, no longer the smell of sulfur attacking your nostrils, no longer the sound of people dying around you. Instead, there is a calm breeze that blows, a a silence that slowly dissolves into crickets and bugs and animals returning to normal from whatever brought you to this moment, into this place that you do not recognize. Your eyes begin to flutter shut as you suddenly feel a pair of hands reach out and grab you. And then you awaken from this nightmare. You jump. Vistrid, as you've been reading your book, you begin hearing just these moans of pain and fear and mutterings of no, please no, what's happening, until he finally just jerks awake. He is covered in sweat. He is breathing heavily, and his eyes are just darting all over the place as he reaches for his glaive and pulls it to him and begins kind of preparing to attack something that you can't see.
Is the glaive pointing towards me at all?
No, you're kind of over to the side. He's looking in front of him, trying to look for something to attack.
What happened?
Gillard. Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Just sort of tensing up.
Whoa. You're having a nightmare. Looked like a really, really intense one.
I just kind of look around, shaken by the ordeal. I don't know what just... Just kind of terrified and silent at this point. I don't think they're nightmares. It's like in the moment, it's like I remember what I'm seeing, but I don't know it now. But I feel in the moment. This has happened before. When I use the power that when I kind of mark people.
Yeah, you used Hex this last time.
Yeah. When I use that power, over the years, I've noticed when I use it, I'll have these really bad dreams. I've always considered them omens, or just signs of bad tides, bad things to come. I think when I was practicing in the academy, one time I used it. It was a day that we had a lot of trainees die. I've always considered them omens, but this time is different. It was like in these dreams I was remembering people, and I knew things felt familiar, things that I even thinking back now I don't have any memory of. There was an army, and I was looking for somebody that I don't remember, but in the dream I knew that somebody that I was close to was in trouble, and I was going to them, and then something happened to me. And I don't really understand it. I might have been transported by something, by whatever attacked us, but I don't know. I don't remember the army. I don't remember my friend now. But in the moment, it wasn't just a dream.
So you're remembering things that you don't remember?
It's like I don't. I mean, it could be my lost time. I don't know. I don't think it was just an omen. Before, I always thought it was bad things. I had one last night, and that's why I was worried about the kids. I thought that the dream meant the kids were in danger, and it was something reaching out to me to tell me bad things are about to happen. That's why I pushed to return to the orphanage. But it's not like that this time. It's like, maybe because I've been using the power so much more, maybe it's starting to bring back old memories. This camp, and then this tragedy, and then my friend that I don't know. I just need some time to think about it.
We haven't had long rest yet, have we?
I don't know if I'll benefit from one.
No, you're gonna have a point of exhaustion.
I will.
Like my spell slots haven't reset yet. Okay. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in the room.
Okay.
So, room is filled with sparkling lights.
What is this? and it's kind of giving me flashbacks to the dream. This is your magic, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've seen you use fairy fire. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't.
Whoa,
I don't think
is there
I
something there?
would have.
Or are you just being stupid? What? How big is
Just for the record, my spell save 17.
Is fairy fire? Is it a cube?
Yeah.
How big of a cube? I don't remember.
Didn't think it
I
mattered.
was just being stupid.
I was casting this for flavor. 20-foot cube.
I was just being stupid.
There's a big old dude just standing here in the hallway.
Suddenly a creature.
My name's Steve. I was sitting here to watch you. I kind of didn't expect this to happen.
Sometimes the stars bring me comfort. I just thought I might bring some stars into the room here.
It's freaking me out. I see stars in the dream.
You dream about stars?
Stars falling, being pulled up, being thrown down.
Okay, I'll let the fairy fire drop.
I appreciate the sentiment, though. Does I don't know? Can you see? Can we tell if it's daybreak yet? At this point,
He's only been asleep for like 8 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, you've barely went to sleep. I didn't even realize that you were asleep when you started
awesome. I feel like crap.
twitching and
don't
yelling
know
and.
I don't know if I'll be able to sleep now, honestly. So,
Meanwhile, Buck, you fall into a bit more peaceful of a sleep than Gillard would have, having not met with the Circle. Still deeply troubled about the loss of Corvus, a new friend, perhaps a friend, a new associate. You've only known him a few days, and a bit of guilt. Those words of Evanlyn once more coming back, that it's your responsibility to know how to handle these kind of situations. And your goddess saying that it was your fault, all laying heavy on your mind. And as you close your eyes and you're just thinking about all these things, you suddenly open them, and surprisingly, you are not buried. You're standing outside of the White Mausoleum that Tira resides in. You hear a hammering coming from your right as you look over and notice a mountainside that you had never seen before, and a bit of light coming, and a clinging of metal. Come on in, child. As Tira beckons you into her mausoleum.
I walk in slowly with my head hung low. I mean, I'm
No longer is there a tomb sitting in the middle of this area. Now there is a unassuming throne. It's not overly large. It is got hard angles and looks uncomfy. It looks as if it is made of the same marble that the whole place is made of. And sitting upon it is Tira.
My lady, it looks as if you are exalted.
I grow stronger daily.
It's good to hear.
I am afraid that I lost my temper with you a bit earlier. I was unkind, and for that I'm sorry. I was not wrong, but I was unkind.
No apologies necessary, my lady.
At this point in our relationship, in our discussions, and in the growth that you have been having, I feel that you should be much further along than you are. And that's disappointing to me, but I believe that it is at your detriment more than mine. Your compatriot, Corvus, you should have the ability to have stopped it, to have brought him back, if his soul desired it, for him to continue fighting for what good he wished to have in this world. I have a job for you.
Ask it done, milady.
I once bestowed a great weapon to one of my followers decades ago, well before my falling, and it has resided in your world. After her death, it was passed between people, used as collateral for business sakes, and it was misused. And finally, it disappeared even from my sight. But as I have been growing stronger, I have been trying to ascertain where it might be in this world, and it turns out that it is rather close to you. I am not sure where, but I believe that someone you have made acquaintance with recently has seen it or touched it or knows of its location at least.
What is this? Does this item have a name? And do you know the person specifically?
My follower named it something. I don't really remember. If you wish to name it, you can name it yourself. But it has a piece of my divinity in it. The dwarf god out there, I'm sure you heard him working, created it for me. Long, long ago. It is a truly remarkable item. And I believe that it would do you and your compatriots good to find it if you find the time. I realize that you are in a mess at the moment.
And if you have any sort of guidance for me, I know I come to you with question after question, and I understand that there must be things that I do and must figure out myself. This problem just almost seems beyond.
I will say I believe that at the time, and she kind of looks past you, she kind of gazes off into nothingness as if she's seeing something that you can't, or something behind you.
Well, if she does that, I'm just going to go just like turn real quick.
It's just the doorway to the mausoleum still,
okay.
But she still continues to stare past you. That city that you're in, it needs raised. It is a vile place. I am afraid that you and your group are not, at this moment, in any position to do what it takes. I can't even comprehend what it would take.
Whether it be raised or redeemed in your name, I will act.
This person who has seen this item or touched it, or I don't know who they are. They are not a follower of me. They are not even of. They could not follow me. I just believe that they are some sort of treasure hunter or something. That is the best I can gather. I believe that you have met them.
What? Oh, I mean, I immediately would have thought, but
Suddenly, a ghostly image of.
I would say, just for assurances, I would say, would you be speaking of Beatrix?
As I said, I do not know.
Okay.
But if I believe that you have met this person, so if you have met a treasure hunter recently, then perhaps that is her. I'm not sure.
I'll be sure to. She's very high on my list of people to talk to. As of right now.
Again, I would like to apologize for putting you through the distress of. You have put so much on your shoulders. Your entire group has. But you have put a revival of the entire gods. It has been placed on your shoulders, and you have handled that rather remarkably.
My lady, you flatter me in ways that I don't deserve, and you haven't grieved me any more than I would already be grieved in the loss of an ally, especially one such as Corvus, who was willing time and time again to put himself in harm's way for us.
Is there any other questions you have for me?
I don't. Not. Just the children. I want to make sure that they're going to be safe. I don't know if you can give me any assurances, though. I don't know how this works. I
unfortunately cannot. I have given you many tools that are at your disposal. I believe that this weapon would be a great tool for you if you could find it. Anyone who stays in that city is in grave peril at all times.
If the batteries were to be removed, would it still be the same?
I cannot say. Even the gods have their limits. There's so many of you mortals with the ability to change the future and change your predicaments, and each one of you has your own desires and goals and plans and schemes that all just intertwine, and it is never clear which of you will rise to the top and which of you will fall.
Well, I don't know about rising to the top, but I will rise to the occasion.
That is all you can do.
Thank you, my lady.
Thank you, Cleric of Tira. She kind of smiles. She called you a Cleric of Tira.
Oh. Big heart.
And you awake the next morning feeling refreshed.
Okay, so I'm rested. Cool beans.
Ras comes down and he looks terrible. Hey guys, I don't know what we have planned, but I didn't sleep a bit. I just kept watching the kids sleep, and I was so scared. I heard so many noises. It was so loud all the time, and Did y'all leave at one point?
No.
I swear I heard the door opening and closing. It was just, and I was always afraid I was going to, just come downstairs and you weren't even going to be here. I don't know. But I didn't sleep. I'm going to go crash upstairs if that's okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Boys are all okay, though. And he just kind of...
Are they still asleep? Or?
A few of them are waking up. Some of the older ones, I told them to kind of keep an eye on everyone. They said they could probably feed them and then bring them back upstairs just to make sure that they're safe. Are we staying here long? What's the plan?
We're fixing to work that out right now. You can go. You get some rest. And
all right, I trust you guys. See ya.
That's what I was gonna say. He looked like crap. I didn't sleep either.
I was thinking the whole time Buck was in there. I was thinking Ursk was gonna have a dream too, and then he was just gonna come out of the mausoleum and see Ursk and give each other a nod.
We don't say anything. We just nod.
Like Ursk is like sitting there like, whoa.
It's like they're going to work. Yeah. They just pass each other on the train. Yeah. Oh, another one for you too, eh?
All right, what are y'all up to today?
Gotta go talk to Beatrix.
Beatrix is important. Also, but I also think it is important to check on Sybil.
Yeah, we probably need to go back to Corvus's house, don't we?
Yeah.
It was just her there? Should you think we should bring the boys here with the other
I
ones?
think that's
You better be prepared. They're gonna fight you.
I mean, I think
They don't want to go to the Chicat. They don't want to be here.
yep,
and
yep.
They're gonna
Right.
fight you, not
No, no, no.
understanding the situation.
I think we bring them into understanding of the situation that
Just tell
Grelka
them.
is now gone, and that this is a staging area to get them to a better place that is not the orphanage. It's not
Beautiful sentiment, full of facts, information. Anyone will believe it. These are children. Just be prepared.
Absolutely.
Makes perfect sense to us.
That's why we expect the children
Or
to
we could
resist.
just leave them at Corvus's house.
I mean, but at that point, do I stay with them at Corvus's?
No. I mean,
wait.
we can just maybe
I-
Sybil will stay with them. I can give her a few gold and she'll probably be happy.
Oh, now he's on board with Sybil. And
We've got things that we've got to get done today.
God, our plate sucks right now. It's like, why are we carrying this much back to the table?
Until we have a place, maybe I want to talk to Beatrix first. So maybe we swing by Corvus's house and
What are we
see if
talking to
Sybil-
Beatrix about? I don't think I was there for that.
Beatrix is past Corvus's house. Like, you'd have to go to Corvus's house to get
Okay,
to
good.
the.
We're thinking that she might know, she or someone she might know could possibly maybe get us a teleportation circle, and we can send the children to Juniper Grove.
That would be an excellent solution to some of our ridiculously overwhelming number of
It
problems.
would be a
we're having.
humongous deal, and then we could even use it if it was reusable, even if we had to pay to use it or something.
Yeah, but here's the problem. If she makes a teleportation circle, we need it somewhere where no one else is ever going to know about
Why don't we
it.
just do it at Corvus's house and then abandon the place?
What I'm afraid is if we are made, if they discover us and they know that we're operating there, they immediately have access to
Juniper Grove.
To Juniper Grove.
No. We'll,
Is that how does the teleportation circle work? It's not always on.
No, but it's there. And I mean, unless it is on.
He was telling me he was thinking about taking the spell, and like it's a little bit wonky the way I'm gonna do it in the world. Like the way that just the spell works, when you learn the spell, you can make 2 points in the world and be able to transport between.
You're not going to allow us to just teleport anywhere. We have to go to another place.
I would. But the ones that Evelyn has put up are permanent ones. And she created the first one, and then she has to go to another place and create another one to be able to go to that one. So she would have to come to Galeport, create one, and then you could go back and forth whenever you wanted to.
Okay, so if we wanted a teleportation circle to work from Galeport to Juniper Grove, they would have to make a second teleportation circle in Juniper Grove.
So
Am I
permanent
right?
No, there is one already in Juniper Grove.
Right, I just didn't know if
Now,
it was like boom, 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 or if
Say
it was-
Thrin could create some that would like just the flashes of ones, and like the spell says that if you put it in the same spot for a full year, then it's permanent, and that's just like we're not gonna.
Well,
it's too
because the way that the spell works, right? It's meant to be a downtime spell.
Yeah.
But the way that the spell works is, if it's basically every teleportation circle has like a series of runes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, think of it as like a password. If I know the password, I can go from A or B.
That's how I'm doing.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
See,
as far as Evelyn goes, she could make unlimited amounts. She just has to go to the place. She can't transport
And if
to
that
somewhere
place has a
she hasn't.
circle,
And that's just for a permanent one.
For a permanent one.
Okay. But we could have somebody pop us one up to
Possibly.
go to Juniper Grove, maybe.
Possibly.
If we got her
You
password to hers.
Maybe. You're not sure.
But if
That's
we
what Thren would tell
but
us.
if we wanted to be sure, Beatrix is our only contact who would be able to have any chance of knowing.
Y'all do remember that y'all have a notebook of sending that y'all have not used in I don't know how long.
To Dalinar?
No, he has it, and yeah.
He used it a day ago or two. You haven't?
I thought we
I was
used it
gonna ask
to
you.
talk about like.
Y'all have talked to him, but it's not been
Thren used it when we first got to Galeport. But then when Thren went missing, I've been holding it and I've not used it.
Yeah, we really haven't. It's been
I
like
thought you told him that Thren was inside.
he might have, but it's like, what we gotta use it to tell him?
Y'all have not done it in the past 2 or 3 days though.
Things really suck here.
It's not been very long, so
Yeah, it's not been too long.
Yeah, we've only been here like 3 days total. 3, 4, 5 days total.
this may be the start of day 4.
This is, I mean, I know all the orphanage stuff. This is day 2 of orphanage, and we've closed that chapter. Now we try to get these kids somewhere.
It's not closed yet. You still got the kids.
Yeah.
doing it.
That's what I'm saying. But like the actual,
Yeah.
the threat at the orphanage.
It
is
was
taken
Ball. We jumped the dudes on the second night. Third night we went to Dewberry's house. Fourth night we went to the orphanage. This is the 5th night.
Oh my gosh, we've been here 5
Fifth day.
days.
This is the 5th day. Start of 5th.
We haven't even been in Galeport for a week.
care of. Big plate of food.
just getting fuller.
Okay, so we want to go to Beatrix, and we think it's okay to leave Rask here, and we're going to
Two
swing by.
Mathis told him to take care of the hero of Jax. Now his Tira's given him a quest to find just a weapon.
Listen, side
Here's a
quest.
Jennifer Grover around here somewhere.
True.
Too much going on.
Maybe that's who he's met that has the weapon.
Do we have
2 problems, 1 solution.
Much time. Look where they're at.
We're on the 16-yard line. Okay, that's good. That's actually a good thing. Golly.
Okay,
they
so-
scored 3 touchdowns.
I didn't want to interrupt though the role play, but as he has these meetings with Tira, can it drain out his fighter levels and make him a better fighter? Like now he's a 4th level fighter, 6th level cleric.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Okay, first order of business, we need to go swing by Corvus's house. Let's try to get Sybil to stay there at least for a couple more hours while we go to Beatrix's. Does that sound like reasonable?
If it's reasonable to her,
I think we need to hurry.
yes.
I think everything we do right now needs to be fast.
Understand, I'm not saying don't bring the boys here and put them with the other 23 kids we got. I'm just saying be prepared for a fight.
Because, well, the deal is somebody could show up nosing around at this orphanage in the next couple hours while we're gone, and it's just Rask here. And then we've got another one stuck in there.
Well, I think
And
I'll
we don't
stay
have
here.
any way to contact Rask.
Right.
You're staying?
I'll stay here with the kids. I'm already exhausted. I know I'm not going to be any good out there on the streets. I'll just.
Well, I'm not either. We're
hold
all
up.
exhausted.
Is there anything that we can get you from Beatrix? Anything we need to look for?
Another one of those potions if you find one.
Being
big
okay,
was
so I
great.
wrote down on the top margin of my notebook what Rask gave me. I put. Now I've used one of them. I've used 1 superior healing potion. I have 2 greater healing, 1 superior.
Okay.
And I wrote down what they are: 3d3 plus 3, 48 plus 4 is what I have. So I give all 3 of those potions to him because technically they were Rask's. He told me to hang on to them for him.
You're putting them in the bag of Sharon?
What's going on?
I am giving you 2 greater healing potions, 1 superior healing potion, explaining to you, Rask gave these to me so that I would use them.
How many greater? 2?
2.
And then increase the number of superior. All right, I'll just put them in the bag. That way we all have access to them.
I also put in my notes here, we bought 6 health potions and 3 superior.
Yeah,
health.
those were already in there, and
Okay.
I already gave one of them to Corvus.
Okay.
So right now, potion-wise, we've got 3 superior, 6 regular healing potions, and 2 greater in the bag, as well as the 2 diamonds that you told me about, Thren's spellbook, and 7 editions of the rolling boulders.
Is that including the 3 potions I just gave you? Because I put that we bought 3, and then I have 2 of them right here. So I don't.
Oh, I already had those 2 in there. The 2 superior. So
I used
before the
one on Rask.
before the fight,
Yeah, on Rask.
before the fight, I had 3 superiors and 6 potions of healing in the bag. I pulled one of them out because I said we can pull out of the bag like it's out of our stuff. So does that mean we're at 3 superior healing potions, or are we at 1?
I think.
Are those the potions that we got during the big shopping trip when I got my new armor?
The
and
6
you
and
got the
3
new
are
armor?
for sure.
And we only
Okay.
bought 3 superior.
That's what.
Then we only have 1 superior healing.
The 2 and 2 that I had from that day, I've used 1 since.
Okay.
I thought Rask.
Okay.
I don't know.
So who's heading to Corvus's place?
I'll go too because I need
Us
to.
four.
Good God, I'll help cook for the kids. I hate mess hall.
We don't have a long rest. We got a point of exhaustion. I do anyway.
You think you have a point of exhaustion?
I mean, I didn't get a long rest.
I didn't sleep.
Okay.
I slept a grand.
I'm
total of
assuming it's fairly early right now.
Yeah.
7, 8 o'clock at best. So I might have slept 3 hours, and then but we leveled up. So do I get my rages back?
Yeah.
Do I get my bardic inspiration back?
Sure. It's weird leveling up and not having a long rest at the same time.
I mean, because I refilled my spell slots.
Yeah, do I get any of my healing light back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think you didn't have any dreams keeping you up. I'd say you got.
Got the long rest?
Yeah.
Sweet. So I get my HP.
Did you not sleep at all?
I mean, 3 or 4 hours
They
at
got
the
back
at best. So it could be all I got if I slept.
Yeah, I
well.
guess. I mean, if this is like 7 in the morning, he would have got 3 hours of sleep. So the question is,
Yeah,
did he have
just
enough?
a short rest.
Did he have enough downtime between the 3 hours and
Technically, the way in
10
fifth
minutes
edition,
that
if
they
you
took?
Do we want to say that it's 7? Do we want to?
do y'all want to wait? Are y'all gonna sleep longer than that?
Since you told me
Do y'all want to get a full rest?
I feel like we're in a hurry.
It'd be 11 o'clock in the morning
No,
if y'all got a full rest.
I don't want to do that.
Here's the thing.
Then go ahead and take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm gonna
exhausted.
take it 'cause I
It's
wouldn't
just
go back to
ability
sleep.
checks. It's not a big deal. Sorry.
I think we've given you a point of exhaustion every time you've had a nightmare.
Oh yeah, maybe because we just end up sleeping right after anyway. Also, I'm about to disadvantage cook this food.
You're good because you stayed up. You stayed motionless.
Sat there reading a book.
You said I was.
You're
fully
good because
rested.
you stayed motionless. Like,
Okay.
you just sat.
That's what I was trying to. I was trying to reason that out, basically.
I mean, I was out running around in the streets.
I'd say the 3 that ran around.
I get most of my stuff back from the short rest we took anyway.
I have no
So I
problem.
mean, if we have to fight, I can do.
I
it.
didn't lose any hit
That only
points.
leaves
So.
one.
Thren, welcome to the table, sir.
You explode.
Too soon. Too soon.
You wake up to the smell of breakfast cooking. Gaff is rushing around making eggs and some bacon. It's not the best meal you've had, but honestly, you're starving. It might be the one of the most recent meals that you have at least eaten that you can remember in days. Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
For him, he probably feels like he was just here.
Sure, he does.
A lot better than I have as of late.
Is the half-orc's name Bruce? Okay, I thought so. I was blanking. Bruce says that you've been hanging out with one of the Bathory sisters this whole time.
Yeah. What day is it anyway?
It's been 5 days since you left, since you got here. You disappeared the day you got here, actually.
Well, I don't remember the last several.
You sly dog. That sounds like a good time.
I don't remember anything. I don't even.
You hear the front door open, and a halfling female walks in that you do not recognize. Gaff, Sybil is taking care of those boys. I'm supposed to go and relieve her. Who's this?
My name is Thren. I'm a friend of
You're a
Quincy.
friend of Quincy's.
Yeah.
You're the one who's been with the Bathories, right?
Yeah.
Do you know where Quincy is? I've not seen him in a day or so.
I don't know. That's what I was wondering if you all had seen them as of late.
No, but he's not been staying here. He threw some fit, left some money, and ran off with all of his friends. But I know where he's been staying. Sybil spied him out while she was working one day, and we kind of crashed in on the home.
I see.
Really made him mad. And she says that with just the biggest smile on her face.
Where is that exactly?
I'm going there now if you want to come with me. I was going to grab some breakfast. Do you mind?
Sure. Yeah, I will do that as well. I'm just going to continue eating for the moment.
Yep. And y'all eat a breakfast, and it's not a very long walk over to the courtyard of the Church of the King. And she kind of goes up to just an unassuming townhouse and knocks on the door, and Sybil, who you do recognize, you did meet Sybil, walks up to the door. Hello, darling.
I would.
Oh, Thrin, isn't it?
Well, I was going to say I would like to use disguise self on myself.
Of course. Who's this?
I'll just say.
It's me, Thrin.
The best part of the last episode.
Well, I was going to do that though before we left.
That's fine.
Because I don't know.
This time, Quincy or Ginsy's just like, that's Thrin.
I knew it.
Hello, Sybil.
Quincy and all the others have been very worried about you.
You know where they are exactly?
No idea. They have disappeared from my spectral eye. But I think they'll be back soon. I can feel their energies drawing closer.
Well, I suppose I could just sit here and wait for them, I guess, in this building, if that's alright.
Not my home. Strangely, these two women have two children that are just running around. You hear one of them shouting loudly, "No, I'm the hero of Tira, and I vanquish you, you evil beast!" But it's my turn to be the hero of Tira.
You've been telling me.
They have heard every conversation that y'all have had. Fine, I want to be the hero of Tumath. You're not a dwarf. You can't do that.
I'm just gonna go inside.
Lost.
Huh?
Hogs lost.
Hogs lost? Oh.
21-23.
That was a close game. Scored one touchdown in the last 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just gonna go inside
Okay.
and just basically more or less just make myself.
You were just like, you thought maybe all your stuff would still be at the nest. Like you woke up and even asked Gav, "Hey, where's my spell book? Where's my sword?" You do have your collapsible sword. No, you don't.
No, I
she
don't.
took it from
She
you.
took it, yeah.
She took it from you.
Oh, you lost it.
That was Solaris' sword, wasn't it?
Sure was.
But your bird is gone. There is just none of your things are here. Your backpack with your clothes and just any money or whatever, all gone.
This is going to be embarrassing.
After an hour, though, you all arrive.
Are Jinsei and Sybil still there?
Yes, they all stayed there. Actually, Sybil would have left after Jinsei got there. She relieved her. Yeah, she was relieving her for babysitting.
Oh, she knew we'd be right there.
Yeah, she knew. No, Jinsei came to take her place so that Sybil could go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sybil knew that we'd be right there anyway.
So y'all arrive at the courtyard of the Church of the King.
I hate that it worked out that I'm not there because I would have attacked him. Just like I attacked him.
Okay, well, I guess we're...
Thrin, is that you?
No, y'all are not inside yet.
Oh, not inside. Okay, never mind.
You open the door. There's Thrin.
Does he still have disguise self up?
Do you still have disguise self?
I would drop it once I get inside.
Okay. All right. So y'all are just getting onto the getting into the courtyard. Y'all going up to the house? Okay.
Is Sybil like on the other side of the courtyard doing her booth thing?
Yep. She's already got a few clients lined up. It seems like some of the richer people enjoy having their fortunes told to them.
Does it look like she's doing pretty good business over there?
It's decent, yeah. There's a reason she chose that spot. Like it's a loophole that she can even be there because she's not technically in the courtyard. She's right on the edge of it. But these people who are willing to worship a king as a deity are a little bit they're open to some fortune telling, you know, and they're buying what she's selling.
Like, how much foot traffic actually like goes in front of this house here?
It's not like the market.
Oh, she's working outside Corvus's house?
Not direct. It's across the courtyard.
Okay.
That's how she saw y'all, and that's how they found you, because she just happened to be working there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not nearly as busy as the markets. People do live here. That most of the houses here are just like townhouses, just like Corvus has. But the biggest site is the
So
Kings.
it's not like we're in the middle of Grand Central Station.
No. No, but it's fairly busy.
Does it appear that like anyone's shadowing us, trailing
I
us?
wonder. Give me perception checks.
19, sweet. So, 22.
16.
All of you are fairly confident that there is no one following you at the moment.
Oh,
It's daylight.
it's a vampire.
And you make your way up to the door of the townhouse.
Or they rolled a 30.
Yeah, true. Pass that trace.
Do we knock? Do we just go in? Do we?
I'll gently go in, gently open the door.
You hear the boys running around, yelling about Tira, vanquishing each other.
Oh, hey.
Genzi walks up. Everyone. She kind of eyes Quincy, kind of nods. You won't believe who arrived at the nest last night. And she kind of motions you all into one of the living rooms.
My eyes immediately, they squinting my eyes. This is, pretty coincidental.
Circle, battery.
We just took down the orphanage and
Like, do we see Thrin now?
As you turn the corner, she's like, "It's Thrin." And you
By
see him.
my grandmother's beer, it's good to see you.
Wait, Urus.
wait.
My hand shies down towards my daggers.
Well,
Yeah, right back where we were in Corvus, Joey.
Are you here to invite us to dinner?
no, I don't even remember where I've been for the last. Has it been 5 days?
Has been 5 days, right? Yeah.
Today's day 6. Y'all been there?
No, today's day 5.
Oh, okay. So sorry. I guess 4 days. Sorry.
All right, that's.
Thrin, who taught you to cast magic?
Solaris?
And who's your best friend?
Do you know that answer?
I'm just curious. Exactly. Answer it. Answer it, Thrin. Who's your best friend?
Well, I would say Quincy and Buck because they're probably my two oldest friends.
I
At
was going
least.
to get out of it and say Solaris.
Oldest friends.
Is that right?
He says oldest friends. That seems like a Thrin answer. All right. Wait.
Is he friendly enough for you?
Hold on. Something. Crap.
Ask him his mother's maiden name.
No.
He doesn't know that, probably.
He's going to know things that Thrin knows. We need to ask him things.
I'm just gonna
Thrin's
run up
not
and
going
I'm just gonna
to.
run up and jump on him.
Is it really you? How? What happened?
Managed to get out of her enthrallment, I guess.
What happened in there, Thrin?
I don't really know.
You're never gonna believe what's been going on.
Yeah, we've probably got quite a bit to catch up on, I'm sure.
Yeah, this probably all looks very confusing.
I'm going to, without saying anything, just as secretly as possible, cast Dispel Magic on him.
Thank God. I was looking for something.
You feel the energy of the spell culminate and release. And it seems that...
Do I feel it like break anything on him, or
No.
Should have cast Detect Magic first.
That's what I was looking for. I was
I have the spell? I don't have the tech.
You feel the power release from you. You don't feel whether it does anything or not.
All right.
You see him casting at you.
Wizard, what are you doing?
Counterspell.
Picture you or you. You've been acting really weird since you've been gone.
Silvery barbs.
Backflip,
Decapitation.
I think
That's Thrin's favorite spell. It is Thrin.
Think we can trust him, Vistrid?
You know him better than I do.
What?
Well, he doesn't seem all dazed like he did before.
What has been?
He never seemed. He did not seem dazed. He seemed
listful.
Yeah, almost.
Do you remember talking to Buck on the street in the market?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Do you remember inviting me to dinner?
Several times.
You sent me a message.
I don't remember.
2 or 3 times. Oh my goodness. You have no idea what you might have told them?
Thrin, what has happened?
The last thing you remember is walking away from the ball, going to the garden, showing off a little magic, seeing her cast a little bit of magic, and then y'all were informed that there was an attack on her sister, and then you were ushered to a bedroom. You agreed to stay with her, and as you sat down at a desk, you sent a message to your friends telling them you were okay. Turn around, saw her eyes, and you don't remember anything until you woke up at the dinner the other night.
And pulled off the most miraculous escape.
Yes,
Yeah, that
history.
was awesome.
That is very clearly in your mind.
Most of it is a blur for the most part. I managed to escape last night.
How'd you manage to pull that off?
I basically just came out of whatever enthrallment I guess that she had me in, and
So she had you in some sort of grasp.
I would say so, yeah.
How did you get out of there?
Wait, they don't grow crops here.
What did you see in there? Did you see any children? Were they eating people?
Good question.
Did you drink any
Didn't
blood?
really
Thread, are you a vampire?
Can I try to pull his cheek up and look at his teeth?
They're
Swat his hand away.
They're vampires.
Oh, he's resisting. Put him down.
You four give me perception checks.
Well, that was unfortunate. Did you see that?
I don't know what it was.
I threw it up here. It bounced up into my dice and was spinning up there, and it was on a natural 20.
I got a 22.
Oh, well, it's still good.
I got a 9.
You say perception? 27.
What'd you get?
11.
Okay. Quincy and Urus, you notice there are 2 little marks on his neck.
Who noticed? Me and Urist?
Hey, friend, you got something kind of...
You've been bit.
I feel my neck, though. I feel the whole...
It's suddenly you feel the pain of it as you touch it. It's a little tender.
I back away from him.
Well, I don't feel necessarily any different other than...
He starts walking up a wall.
Would I have known from like the books and stuff that I read forever ago if being bitten by a vampire turns you?
I'm really not sure what the 5th edition, how you turn, but no, that is just feeding. It is not a means of turning.
Are you sick or anything, Thread?
Their blood has to be transferred over into the
Most likely.
yeah.
I
This
think
is
that's-
just, it seems, a feeding.
Do I feel sick?
No.
Does he look pale?
You're at 1 hit.
I mean, he's a wizard. He's always a little pale.
Nerd!
Spent much time outside.
Reading your fancy books.
I don't believe being bit can turn you. I think he's okay.
We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thren. Sorry we couldn't get you out of there sooner. They're very powerful.
It was my own fault. I willingly went with her.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I mean, you're not really in a good position to say no to one of the most powerful people in this city. So, I mean, we don't blame you.
Why did she pick you?
I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe she thought he was cute.
I mean, I do.
You think he's cute?
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's very dapper.
Some people have a thing for elves.
Yeah, true. I'll just go through the process of telling him everything that's happened very fast about Corvus dying, sorry. And
Does not know who that is.
yeah, I know.
We met this guy. His name was Corvus. He's really, really creepy.
We replaced you for 3 days.
We formed a bond.
It's almost like you're still with us.
He was the guy that tried to attack the Duchess. He helped us. We found out about the orphanage, all that
Got
stuff.
ripped in half like a phone book.
Tell him everything that I can possibly tell him.
Hey, you rip a phone.
And Genzi's still in the room, isn't she?
Strongman can. Have you never seen that?
Genzi's still in the room.
Yeah. She's listening to this whole thing.
Oh, and the boys.
And the boys.
Great.
I hate all of them.
We're making little sociopaths.
I'm about to just kill all of them.
No, you're not.
Chaotic.
I'd love to kill Genzi. AJ would.
AJ,
Piece of crap. She's a piece of work.
AJ, you quit.
I'm right here.
Who's AJ?
She embodies every quality of a woman that everybody hates. And Seth knows he's doing it too.
You lovable scamp.
So you're saying, this is Genzi, that the Bathories are vampires.
Yeah, that's what I said, but you don't believe me. So maybe if Buck tells you the whole story I just told again, maybe you'll believe him, because that seems to be how it goes.
She does look at the three of you.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Not in a disbelieving way, but in a shocked and scared way.
Well, if you don't believe him, you can take a look at these.
She kind of just sits down, looking just shell-shocked.
That's what we're here to stop, is them. And it looks like things just got a lot more complicated.
It's almost too much to believe. It's too fantastic. It's too out there. Is it fantastical? Is that a word?
Yeah, fantastical, that would be...
Yeah, it's
Better word.
fantasy.
Yeah.
I was like, she's impressed.
Now, I think you could say fantastic in that way, because just because it's fantastic doesn't mean that it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's just so.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Quince, that I didn't. I've lived here my whole life, and it's just normal. This is how life is.
This is how life is here. But it's different anywhere else.
He lived here. He was happy here.
I didn't know what I know now.
She just kind of sits back and just is kind of
Your
not
city-
not looking at you, kind of just looking down at her hands, and you see that she just is. Her head. She's almost mumbling to herself. She's trying to work things out.
Your city of gold is built upon blood, and lots of it.
When we rescued the children at the orphanage the other night, all the girls were missing. We think the Bathories might have taken them.
Tell that to her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's kind of checked out.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, she's in a daze.
it's a lot to take in.
And you didn't see any girls in there, did you?
Did I see?
Not children.
Not any children, no.
It was only boys that we rescued.
Well, if they're feeding on them, then they probably have them as prisoners somewhere in the dungeons.
Yeah, probably. But why just girls? What? Thren's not a girl. They bit him.
My guess is they may be doing more than feeding.
Maybe there's something different about girls. Maybe it's a different.
I mean, are we sure that the Bathory sisters are biologically sisters?
We're not completely sure of that.
They look nothing alike.
Right. That was my first thought.
I don't know how vampires reproduce, so I don't know if they have the same parents or not.
Well, we have dealt them a great blow, and I don't imagine that it will go without its punishment. I think right now we need to hit the ground running, and I guess as Genzi is just as in a daze, the boys are probably pretty somber at this moment too.
Oh yeah. Now they are children, so the fact that y'all have killed some vampire type creatures is kind of awesome to them. They don't really understand the nuances of what it means that the rulers of this city and of this part of the country are vampires.
They just know this is good, this is bad. I mean, it's black and white. I direct my attention fully to them. And I say, boys, as I just told you, we have set free all of your friends, all of your peers, all the other little boys at the orphanage. Right now, they are still there with Mr. Gillard and Mr. Rask. We are formulating a plan to get you children out of harm's way. Because what we're doing right now, we can't keep it up. We can't continue to do what we have been doing, because the stakes will only get higher from here. We need to get you away from these dangerous people. Do you understand?
Not entirely.
Do you understand enough? I don't need you to know the whole...
You've not betrayed us, and you've kept us safe.
What I'm about to ask you is not a betrayal. It is not... It's not to put you in a place where you are vulnerable. Would you mind getting back with this group of boys? We have them at the orphanage right now, but Grelka's not there. There are no leaders that were there formerly.
At this, Genzi kind of looks up and is like, "What? Don't you need to get them out? Like, if the Bathories are what you say they are, and like they were raising these children to be brought to them, then they're gonna look there."
She has a point.
No, we know that. We know that she has a point. In fact, it's the same point that we are driving at. The thing is, we don't have any other place to put them.
Listen,
right
I
now.
can keep them here. These two, I can keep watching them here.
Just these two?
We have 23 others at the orphanage.
We are
I can't watch 25 kids.
Exactly. No.
We need them all in one place, so when
Yeah,
we move them...
we can't visit two different places we cannot guard two different places between just the seven of us. What we need is we need them in a centralized location so that the next stop that we make is hopefully a resolution.
Well, I can keep these two here for now, and when you come up with an idea, I can get them wherever they need to go. Unless they want to go to the orphanage, I don't know. And she looks at Quincy when she says this. I am not going to that orphanage with you.
Genzi says that?
Yes.
I don't want you to go to the orphanage.
Trust
I want you out of this.
I don't want...
You've done more than enough. We don't need anything more from you.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, you have. You've allowed us the freedom to move around without putting them in harm's way.
Let us make one more stop, and if we have found a resolution to our problem, We're going to come back through, pick up the boys, and we want you to keep yourself away from us, as not to implicate yourself, as not to get yourself into any trouble. Because
She kind of nods a little bit at this.
this is what Quincy has been preaching the entire time.
She looks over at Quincy and kind of begins nodding her head.
We just haven't been able to tell you as honestly and as openly.
He told me a lot, and I didn't believe you. I'm sorry.
If we find a path out for the kids, would you be interested in going too? Getting out of this city?
I can't leave my family.
You're talking about the seagulls.
The seagulls.
I can't promise anything. I can't.
I don't think Bruce and
Gaff.
No.
Winslow.
I don't see Bruce and Winslow leaving. Winslow, he loves this town. Bruce has his business. Sybil, I could talk her into going. Gaff, I don't understand Gaff sometimes. I don't know.
Well, you don't have to leave. There's no.
You don't have to.
No one's telling you to leave.
Right.
We're trying to restore this place to some type of.
How could you possibly do that? There's only how many of you? 7?
7.
There's hundreds of black cloaks. And who knows what else?
We are more than we appear.
You have to be a lot more than you appear. I mean,
all it takes is a good opportunity.
I didn't think that you could take out a lord, and you did that.
It's impossible, but it's not the only impossible thing we've ever done.
If you want to think of it as taking your show on tour, all right, the place that we would send you is it's a quaint town, but they would appreciate a good performance. That's your decision. We're not asking you to go.
What do you think I should do, Quincy? Should I stay or should I go?
Should I stay or should I go?
I don't know, Jinsey. It's whatever you want to do. It's safe for you here when you're away from us. You have no ties here nor there.
It doesn't sound like this place is very safe. But I mean, I've never seen a vampire that I know of.
You have.
I guess I have. I was trying to make one our benefactor. I'll talk to the others at some point. I'll stay with the boys. You said you have to do something?
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay. As you step outside, you hear, it's not Gaff, but it is another caller. He is kind of standing closer, like at the steps of the church, and it seems that he is making some kind of announcement. You can't quite make it out from where you're at.
Gotta hear the announcements.
Are there a lot of people that look like they're listening?
It seems like people are starting to flock towards him, and a semicircle around him is beginning to form.
Kind of ease that direction.
Okay. As you get closer, you begin hearing, "Announcement! Announcement! Lady Bathory to give an announcement!
Oh.
All citizens of Galeport, not required, encouraged to join and listen to their leader in the marketplace. 1 hour's time. Announcement! Announcement!"
So we're going to the marketplace anyways.
You are.
Okay. So I mean,
She's gonna make like a public address?
It seems.
All right. I mean, we're heading to the marketplace anyways. We have to hear what she has to say.
I guess so.
And it's like a 15-20 minute walk from where you're at.
Got 40 minutes.
Yep. You making your way over there?
Can we get to Beatrix before
Yeah.
and then go?
We're going to handle our business, tell Beatrix, basically unload all this that we have, all this info on Beatrix.
I just think we need to ask her for a teleportation circle, or if she knows somebody that can build one.
That's fine. I have something to ask her, though.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay.
And then I don't know if she knows about this announcement, but she might need to know.
So you're making your way over there?
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way, you have seen her leave her shop, and you have found her shop place empty before. At the moment, there is no shop. But you see her standing kind of in the street where her shop is usually found. And she is just looking out. You see that a large part of the bazaar part of the marketplace has been cleared away. Some of the tents moved and pushed to the sides, and a large stage has been constructed rather quickly. It's not enormous, but it seems like apparently this is stored somewhere nearby for announcements such as this. It might not be completely uncommon. You see a lot of people beginning to fill in among the bazaar tents that are still there, trying to get as close as you can. Standing here, you're standing kind of close to Beatrix at the moment, and she's kind of just gazing that way. You still got quite a while to wait, half an hour or so.
Beatrix?
Yeah. That's not it.
I don't remember how.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, it's you lot.
Yes, ma'am. Do you remember last time that we spoke?
After
we mentioned a mutual acquaintance, Evelyn.
She kind of looks around and frowns at you. There's a lot of people around.
Is there anyone paying attention to us?
Give me a perception check.
Dang it, dude. Lord. Oh, man.
12.
15.
It's crowded, and you're not screaming or anything. You don't notice anyone just straight paying attention to you. Most people are gazing towards the to the constructed stage.
All right. Maybe there's a better time to ask.
Listen, I am not completely best friends with that person that you're speaking of, but she would not appreciate you bringing her name up here.
I understand. Okay. Code name.
Just drop it for now.
Falcon.
Just drop it for now. I want to hear whatever announcement is being brought, and then I'm gonna throw up my shop and we can talk later.
Great. Good stuff. It's all good things. Great. All right. So we just wait here for 30 minutes.
What are y'all wanting to just stay right here together? Are y'all gonna spread out, or what's the plan?
Probably a good idea to spread out.
Did you disguise self?
Okay. How far away is Helga's smithy from here?
A while.
It's a while.
Yeah, because she's in the artisan district.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of turn my head, and I'm gonna throw on a pair of glasses and put my hair in a ponytail.
Groucho Marx knows.
And then I'm gonna blend in with the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's not even requiring. I mean, you're not changing yourself enough.
No, not very much.
Okay. You're stepping away from the group, kind of blending in.
Yeah.
Dr. Quincy.
Since I already talked to her, it could. I'm not gonna separate myself from Beatrix. I said Bellatrix.
Just stand there with her.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand there with her because I mean, if anybody sees me talking to her and then we get shut up and then I'm like, oh well, feel like that may look suspicious.
I want to kind of split the difference between Buck and Quincy in distance and just kind of blend into the crowd.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of mingle around the marketplace, shop around a bit.
Okay. It does, like, if you're trying to shop, there's no one is doing business. Like, this
you can window shop.
You can, just standing around, listening to people talk, you know that this is not unheard of, but it's very uncommon. This means something.
It's uncommon on the Commoners D&D.
Is anyone wanting to glean anything? Is anyone trying to do anything in the next half hour?
Wouldn't,
I guess-
like, is there a murmur in the crowd? Is there a...
There has been picking up a few things. You wonder if this has to do with the attempt on her life that was a few days ago. That is like the most recent news. The Bathories have not been seen outside of. Actually, Freya.
No, Freya was.
Lady Bathory, Lady Elizabeth, Elizabeth Bathory has not been seen out of the castle since then. Catherine is very rarely seen out in public. Freya likes to make her way through the market at times, but people are wondering if this has to do with that situation. Anything else?
I want to look for an old man, like an older person or older man or woman.
Okay.
And I'm like somebody that's not already talking to somebody.
Yeah, okay. You can find an elderly couple that's kind of sitting on one of the benches.
Okay, I'm just gonna ease over next to him. And
Do you think we need to be closer? I can't hardly hear them over here with this schnitzel.
Any idea?
I'll just text you what to say.
any idea what this is about?
I'm afraid not. No, I've
Not normal, is it?
not normal at all. No. This is I've seen one or two instances of the Bathories doing this, and it's never good news.
Quit looking at me.
and I'll just kind of ease away from him.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
As y'all just continue to mingle, the time slowly elapses, and a good 2 or 3 minutes before the time was set, you see that all three of the Bathory sisters make their way through the crowd and climb their way onto the stage. They are followed by just an enormous retinue of black cloaks who position themselves and push people away from the stage, and they take up just a few, like they're standing 2 or 3 feet apart and just surround the whole thing. There's a line of them that stand at the back of the stage, and there are some chairs that are placed up there. Just two. Freya and Catherine both sit. Freya is very distraught looking and seems to be crying.
She lost her toy.
Elizabeth stands with her back to the crowd for quite a while, speaking to her sisters, until a chime of a clock announces the time, and she steps over. And I think I need to stand.
There are clocks in this world.
You need to stand?
Yeah. We found out, guys, there's clocks in this world.
No, there's a sundial, just a big one.
Hey, with the bell. The guy
Yeah, with
rings.
the bell.
He rings it himself.
Yeah.
There's a guy just.
Oh, looks like I'm a little bit late.
I got distracted.
I slept. I'm sorry. I was asleep. I didn't get the 2 o'clock in the morning ding.
I only get 59 minutes of sleep in between buildings.
She steps up to a small podium that has been there. She has no papers, and she is dressed rather regally. She has got all of her jewelry on. Her clothing is clean and wrinkle free. She has a small tiara upon her head, and she steps. Her hair is immaculate. Her two sisters both look equally as well, except that Freya seems distraught. She speaks with a powerful voice. She is not screaming. She is not yelling, but her voice carries through the crowd. Citizens of Galeport and denizens of the Veiled Coast. Thank you. I'm such a bad DM.
No, I was scared. I thought she was about to denizens of the circle. I was like, what?
Or the inkling.
Our fair city has come under siege of late. Crime has risen. Vile monsters have come from the north, seeking to destroy our way of life. lords are kidnapped from their homes. Children are taken from the safe homes that they have. Even my fair sister has been bewitched by these devils. You hear a well-timed sob from Freya as these words pass.
Shut up, Freya.
Even my life has been in danger over the past week. But citizens of Galeport, fear not. The Bathories are still strong. We still command respect, and we are hot on the trail of those who would bring down this lifestyle and the happiness of you all. She pauses for a moment and people kind of begin murmuring. We ask that you do not fear these devils, these perpetrators. We ask that you instead continue on living your lives in the best way that you know how. Continue working, continue merrymaking, continue with the frivolities that you have all come accustomed to. We promise that their lives will come to a swift and painful end soon. Please know that you are in no danger, that it is merely our lives that they seek. That we will not let them hurt your children or any of the people of your community anymore. Certain precautions are being taken. And at this, people kind of begin nodding their heads, and a small bout of applause breaks out, and she kind of shushes them with a hand motion. To show that we have no fear of these outsiders, we would like to invite you all to the Slake Festival 2 weeks' time from now, where we will celebrate their certain demise and that they have no power over us, no power to put fear into our lives, no power to destroy the lives that we have come to know. We wish to continue celebrating with more balls to come, but the Slake, it will be a festival here in the city, a day-long festival to allow everyone to slake their own desires. She turns around and kind of nods to her sisters, and they stand, and they come up and they take a shoulder behind her. They're just standing resolute. Once again, Freya has tears running down her eyes. Catherine looks extremely angry, but is kind of clenching her fists just over and over. We stand resolute against this darkness that has besieged our city. The same darkness that claimed the life of our brother from the north, Duke Hornby. But as we said, you have nothing to fear. They will be taken care of very quickly. Go about your lives. Go about your days. just remember that we love you. And we always have. Your best interest at our hearts. And at this, she steps back and clasps hands with her two sisters, and they raise their hands in solidarity, and the crowds begin to cheer and applaud. They continue holding their pose for a good 15-20 seconds, and then step back, drop hands, and along with their retinue of black cloaks, they leave the marketplace. People don't really leave too much. They kind of just stay where they are, continuing to talk about the different things that they've heard and showing some excitement that whatever fears they might or might not have had before this conversation are obviously relieved. They have full faith that the Bathories are taking care of the situation. Buck, since you're staying next to Beatrix, she glances up at you, turns around on her heel, still wearing this ridiculous wedding dress that is just covered in twigs and dirt and berries, and you're pretty sure a snake's somewhere in there crawling around, but you don't know. She walks over to the empty hole in the wall and pulls something out of her pocket and kind of makes like she's throwing it, and all of a sudden this the building front expands and opens up, and you see just the wild plant growth bursting through the doors and the windows. Well, come on in.
Okay.
Did the rest of you come?
Yeah, I'll filter back through the crowd back towards.
As you all make your way in there, she's waiting near the door, and as the last of you comes in, whoever it may be, she locks the door behind you. Well, her voice seems to have changed a little bit. She doesn't seem quite as wild as before. You're all in a pickle, aren't you?
You would not even know the half of it.
Yeah, small one, yeah.
That's where we're going to end tonight, I think.
Well, who is she? How would she know?
What? What do you mean?
Why does she think we're in a pickle? She thinks you're talking about. She thinks the Bathory was talking about us. Why? Or she knows.
I mean, she knows Evelyn. She obviously knows way more than she's
in
let
this,
on.
She's in this pretty thick, bro.
Is she like Inkling or something? Or is she? I think she's Evelyn myself.
I don't think she's Inkling. I think she's, I don't know, like Evelyn's sister or something.
Well, Evelyn appears to be human, and this woman appears to be a gnome.
Doesn't matter.
Right, that's the first thing I made. But
Evelyn could appear as whatever she wants.
Dude, yeah. Evelyn is a god.
I showed you a picture of a human, but the first time I described her, she was a gnome.
She's definitely a level 20 character.
Anywho,
thank you guys for joining us on another adventure. This is a long episode for not any combat.
Is it really?
Yes, we've been playing for
4
like
hours.
4 hours. Yeah.
Dang.
Man, this was a fun one for me. I feel like Cameron drove 3 hours for not much. Sorry, man.
I'm happy to be here, man.
And Tyrell missed a lot of the game too. It just took a long time to get to him.
We're telling a dang story.
We are telling a story, and we're excited to see where it leads. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Thanks for listening to this episode of the Commoners of D&D. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast and then leave us a nice review to help more people just like you find the show. To stay up to date on all Commoners of D&D content, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Commoners Official. You can check out our YouTube channel, The Commoners, and then you can head on over to twitch.tv/Commoners of D&D and follow our Twitch channel where we're doing streams on Mondays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come hang out with us on Twitch, chat us up. We'd love to hear from you. We're playing all kinds of different games, having a lot of fun. That's Mondays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/Commoners of D&D. Thank you for listening. We'll see you real soon.